Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to episode 220 of the Foo Bar Show. Today we have our 13th Podzilla, where we're going to discuss the 1974 kaiju classic Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla, and and the other one too, Terror of Mechagodzilla. Mm-hmm. So before we do any of that, the Foo Bar Show has partnered up with tpublic.com to bring you tons of new merch items like totes, travel mugs, magnets, baseball tees, and regular tees, and tons of new colors and styles. Go to our merch page found at foobarshow.com to check it all out. Also, click on the link to my band, The Fallen Electric, at the bottom of the Foo Bar Show website for music and merch, also through TeePublic. Add our singles to Spotify or Apple Music playlists today. Lastly, ALF Live Events, man. Whether you'd like to host your next virtual event or you're ready to go live in person or give in the times, Foos, in a socially responsible manner, ALF can help you do it right. They pride themselves in being masters of audio, visual, and lighting solutions. And most recently, Foos, they've become masters of virtual events and meetings, partnering with their clients to produce live events in a socially safe environment. Go to alflei.com to get their contact information. They can be contacted via phone call or email for any questions on how they can help you produce a flawless event. That's ALF Live Events at alflei.com. alflei.com. And now, without further ado, Foos, episode 220, here we go. From Filthy Martini Studios in Ontario, California, it's the Foo Bar Show! Hey, what is up, everyone? I am Joe C.
With the Foo.
Josh.
And Steph.
Thank y'all very much for listening into the Foo Bar Show. Thanks for hitting subscribe, and remember to rate, review, and tell your friends like a champ. You can always reach us and check out our new merch at foobarshow.com. That's FOOBarshow.com. And search FOO Bar Show on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram. Check us out, drop us a line, and we'll foo it up like a couple of foos. Ain't that right, foos?
See, foo.
That's correct.
On tap today, we have our 13th Podzilla, where we're going to be talking about a couple of the Mechagodzillas, and it's probably going to be in a short form because the Foo doesn't want to give us a play-by-play, which would take, like, I would say, anywhere between 3 and 4 hours, which is not a good thing. Right, Foo?
It would be a good thing, Foo. You just don't know.
Okay, well, I'll pass then. That's number one. Number two, we have Mr. Ollie G Baby Luna.
Ali.
How's it going, everyone? How's it going?
Well, we'll talk, man. We'll see. We're about to see how it's gonna go, Ollie, because the Foo Bar Show, and I'm not gonna say that there's been a reason why he's been absent from the Foo Bar Show in the last couple months, but we're gonna go ahead and talk about it because the last time that Ollie G Baby Luna has been on the show, by the way, of ALF Live Events, one of the sponsors of the show. It got a little hairy at the end of 2020 when he almost... We'll talk about it because we want to formally file a grievance against Mr. Ollie G Baby Luna on the Foo Bar Show. Now, did anybody want to get started, or do you want me to just go ahead and intro the situation?
Number one, how dare you?
How dare you show your face around here? You got a lot of guts, Ollie.
Have the gall.
A lot of guts. A lot of guts to show your face back around here. No, I'm just kidding. But seriously, so the way everything worked out is that at the end of 2020, we did the final show of 2020. It was right before right before Christmas, right?
Yeah. It was
yes.
No, it was right before New Year.
Right before New Year.
Christmas had already happened.
And now, the funny part, and I'll get this out of the way as well. The funny part about this entire situation, because it could have been avoided, Steph, being Miss Little Miss Lamo over here, said, "Guys, let's just cut the year now. Let's take a break."
I just wanted a week off. Was that too much to ask for?
We ended up taking like 3 weeks off, but we'll put that behind us.
But we denied that vacation request.
Yeah, we did. No PTO for you.
Nope. And guess what happened?
So we were all in one room, and keep in mind, Steph, the Foo, Josh, and myself were being very cautious about, if we're going to go out to some place that has a lot of people in it, or we just had a bad feeling about where we might have spent the previous week, we would sit that one out or ask you guys to stay home and maybe do it virtually or just sit it out all together. For that last episode, we brought in Ollie, and then what happened a couple days after that, Ollie?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Ollie.
This is my turn now.
Yeah. What happened, man?
You're
So I'm a busy man.
Right.
Yeah. Go on.
On pure coincidence, okay, Foos?
Mm-hmm.
Unbeknownst to me, I contacted the COVID, and I found out the day after our recording.
Yeah. Not only the day after we did the podcast, the day after we all found out that the Foo had a little Foo on the way too.
Oh man!
So
we thought we were leaving the day on a high note, just like hell yeah, like something good, some good shit's gonna happen this next year. No, fucking Ollie just shat all over my New Year.
Yeah, not only that, but we also not that we all made like formal New Year plans, but it's just like now we're worried that we might have the Rona for New Year's Day. But I get it, man. I get it. You're a busy man. You were in contact with a dude. I imagine at one of your jobs, right? One of your gigs.
No.
Oh.
So this wasn't for work.
Everything is always for work, first of all. But yeah, no, I went over to a friend's house, similar to what we did. It was 4 of us. Apparently, one of them had it. His name is Victor, and he passed the pat down and just failed, man. Just failed. It was an overall fail. I found out the next day. And that's pretty much all I knew, all I have for you guys.
Yeah. It was, as soon as you texted me, I'm just like, motherfucker. Yeah, so I obviously texted the rest of these guys and Steph.
Oh, but I wasn't on the text for a while, so
you weren't paying attention to the chat. So I'm like, Josh, are you in the chat?
I wasn't in there.
I had put you in there, so you probably weren't getting notified.
He wasn't in the chat.
Yeah.
I put him in there.
You guys had because he's just like, hey, he texted me on the side. He's like, hey, go back in the chat. I was like, why? Just go back in the chat. So, okay. So I go back in the chat. He's like, did you read everything before? I'm like, no. He's like, you may want to read what I just said a little while ago. He's like, and then I read, Alex, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, wait, what? Alex? I'm like,
did he use my full formal name?
That's when you know you're in trouble.
Yeah, my birth certificate name.
Yeah.
You know what, man? You cost me a fucking date. You know that? You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch.
So, Josh doesn't get laid or see boobies unless they're in a computer screen.
Fool. You son of a bitch.
And so you're supposed to go to a drive-in movie theater and enjoy yourself
with a nice lady,
with a female, right?
Plan this
time.
Oh yeah. Yes.
This time it was a female
from high school days, and we were all set to go. And then I had to say, nah, I can't. Why? Because I may have the fucking Rona. Because some guy that for some fucking reason, every time I hang out with him, it just has to fucking go sideways.
You should have told her because your side hustle that pays $0.99.
Yeah, for my slave job.
Right. Hey, man.
I mean, you know what, dude? I want to have a good time. I want to have fun with you. I do. I really do. But you're not making
I'm
it
a
easy,
fun person. But...
yeah, fooled me.
Well, I'll tell you what, Foos, I still went to Vegas.
Yeah, we know.
Yes.
We know.
Yeah,
you.
we know you.
So the funny thing is that Josh and the Foo get like these rapid tests. So you guys had to fork over like a bill or two, right? So you can get these rapid tests because the Foo's just like, I'm still going to Vegas. Fuck all this with my pregnant wife.
Super safely, by the way, Foo. Super safely.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
You went to Vegas for New Year's?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
No fucks given.
No, but you know what? What's funny is that luckily for the rest of us, we all tested negative repeatedly too, because I did it a couple times and both were negative.
Thank goodness.
And so it looks like when you were in the room with us, it just seems like you you weren't in that window where you were infectious yet, or we had it and were immune in some way, which makes less sense.
Foo, what if we're super immune to it?
I
If we
doubt
carry
that,
the
man.
antibodies.
Not with our diet.
I could tell you that nobody else. I didn't infect anyone else. No one in my household. No one that I was in contact with got infected. So I don't know. But I know for a fact it has something to do with the droplings and whether I was coughing or sneezing or.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I didn't have a runny nose or anything like that. I wasn't, So, to my defense, I was cautious while I was over there, just how I've been this entire time, and it worked. Like I said, it worked. The protocols at the house worked, and nobody got infected. And by that, I mean that we don't share any dishes, we don't share cups, we don't share anything at the house. We don't even share like chairs or anything like that. We all have like a designated area to sit at.
Do you believe any of that shit?
All that works.
Technically,
Like a plastic screen over your door. It's like war.
technically, the protocols at FM Studios work too. Foos, I'm saying.
That's until now.
Yeah,
ever since that day, we haven't had an in studio kind of like a host full episode. We've been doing this thing off of Zoom.
Yeah.
And and for good reason. That's another thing. As cautious as we can be, there are obviously slip ups, as this one might have been, and we don't want to jeopardize the bun in the oven that the Foos got going on his end.
We got too comfortable.
I mean, I got I could care less
True, Josh.
for Josh and his love life, but it's the Foos situation that I'm worried about. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was worried for everyone. I was worried for Josh and then the Foo and everybody, and you guys obviously at the studio. It was concerning, man. It was a crazy week.
Well, you know what, Foo? You were lucky my grandparents had already gone back to their house and weren't staying with us anymore. Because
that's awesome.
I was stuck in my room for even though I had tested negative, my parents still made me. My mom and sister still made me fucking stay in my fucking room.
Josh had a shit in a bucket, dude.
Yep.
No.
So funny. I had to have gloves on.
It was like Howard Hughes.
Gross.
Yeah.
He's peeing in
Nobody
jars.
believed me. No one believed me. No one in my household or for like New Year's, everybody thought I was just like saying I had it so I wouldn't go to the party.
Oh, shit.
And I was like, nah, I literally tested positive 2 days ago. And they're like, nah, I'm going to come over. I got to see this.
What
I was
the
like,
fuck?
what?
Yeah, you should have let him.
It was
What the fuck?
Joke's on you.
Yeah, I told them, I was like, come by if you want, whenever I'm home. But like, that's weird. And then parents would be like, nah, you look fine. You're fine. You don't have anything. And I was like, what? Like, get away. And yeah, no, it was the weirdest thing. I didn't have I had no symptoms or anything like that. Nothing serious. So it kind of blew by. The only reason I knew I had it was because my friend and his household tested positive.
And then you tested positive, right?
And so, yeah, because of that, I got tested 2 days later and I tested positive. Yeah.
So you got that good Rona.
So I got the good Rona.
That good.
And I guess the other good thing, too, was that they're all like young and healthy. They didn't have too many issues either. As far as in their household, but they did spread the shit out of it.
Oh my god.
Jeez.
Yeah, because apparently, like, they got it from like the stepmom, and then they infected their parents, and they infected like myself, and I'm like, I'm guessing I don't know who was there before me or after me, but yeah.
Nobody. You're the only guest we've had in here for a while.
Yeah.
No, at their house.
Oh, at their house. Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. No, they were. Afterwards, I'm like, what the fuck? They're like, wow, we had like 3 people over that during the week. And I was like, what? Like, you didn't say that when I asked you. You said everything was cool. So
I just really wanted to see you, man.
for real, that's basically what it was. I just wanted to see me.
He missed his Foo.
Well, all right. I think we've heard him out, guys, and time has passed, and there was never really a ban. But you know what, man? We're gonna lift this ban.
Thank you.
I say we lift the ban, and just so we always have a ban ready on deck, we put it on the phone electric.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
They haven't been on the show in a minute, dude.
Motion seconded.
Everything falls right into place then.
Oh, shut up. Anyway,
when
all right.
when Jose's unofficial ban, which there was a ban, he's like, we just can't have you over for a little bit. I was like,
no, what I said was
nothing personal, and I was like, fuck.
No, what I said was that we're not having anything in studio, like everything's through Zoom, and on top of that, things were a little uncertain at that time.
Shut up! I see the fall electric.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
You fucking liar!
Got.
Dude,
Jimmy, man, Jimmy spilled the beans.
I told him with confidence.
I know how I feel. That's what I told my friend too. I was like, "Yo, bro, I thought you said."
God damn it! God, you're all fucking liars.
Oh, you are liars! You are fucking liars!
Anyway, so moving past that, I know that it's been on and off here on the Foo Bar Show where we've discussed, and it's divided us really. The putting on of pineapple on pizza. And I've tried to extend an olive branch to you fucks, but I'm going to try to...
No, you haven't.
When, Foo? When have...
I'll remind you. I'll remind you then. Let me remind you. Can I remind you? Can I remind you?
Shit on it every time.
Can I remind you? So the last time that I've tried to extend an olive branch to you fucks in this subject was when I said, stop calling it pineapple pizza and just call it pizza with pineapple.
How was that?
Hawaiian pizza food.
How was that extending an olive branch? You sound like a fucking kid throwing a tantrum.
It's a blue.
Dude. It's a blue dinosaur. It's called a brontosaurus. No, it's a blue dinosaur.
Yeah, blue dinosaur.
That's it's apples and oranges, dude.
Semantics.
That's
the same
apples
shit.
and oranges. All right, so
has anyone ever had pizza with just pineapple?
Soon.
No, you gotta pair it. You gotta pair it with something salty, like the ham.
You have to. That's how you know it doesn't belong.
Oh, fuck, not you.
Yes. All right, guys. All right. Before we go down this rabbit hole, please hear me out. I would like to propose a truce so that we stop fighting as friends. I would like to look. This was brought to my attention just a couple of days ago, and I sent it to our chat. It was a picture of somebody putting ketchup on mac and cheese, and we're fighting amongst ourselves when there's more evil out there. And I wanted to just because the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Am I right?
Avengers team up, Foo.
I'm just saying.
The food Avengers assemble.
There's more.
We're the defenders.
There's worse things out there than pineapple on pizza. Can we at least agree on that?
Wait, before we get there, Foo.
Oh God. I was almost there.
Just so we don't cross enemy lines, Foo, with the wrong enemy.
Right.
Is this including or excluding people who put hot sauce on mac and cheese? Because I like hot sauce on mac and cheese.
That's a good thing.
That's okay. That's okay,
yeah.
I think, right? Because hot sauce is not
acceptable.
ketchup, and it shouldn't be used in substitution of ketchup.
In Europe, it is though.
You got to move a couple ingredients around, and you got ketchup or hot sauce. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, depends on what you're on your lazy Susan there, Foo.
I've never tried it, so I go by the rule of don't knock it till you try it. So I don't know.
So
we'd have to try it out.
I'll tell you why I'm knocking it because the year was 2002, and I had a girlfriend at that time. It was in high school.
The day like Foo.
And I went over her house, and she offered me a snack. She's like, I got this, the microwave mac and cheese. Not her as a snack, but the microwave mac and cheese. And then she proceeds to get out the fucking Heinz, dude. And she starts squirting Heinz all over, her microwave mac and cheese.
On the microwave version?
And, yeah.
Gross.
Because that's what she had at the time. And then she's like, you want some on yours? And I'm like, I've never had it. Is it supposed to be good? She's like, yeah, it's what we eat in this house, when we want a snack. And I was like, okay, I wanted to be cool and shit. So I tried it, and it was the runniest, sloppiest, most. It was just not good. It just wasn't good. That's why I gave the Foo pushback when he said that if you dip your grilled cheese into tomato sauce, it's pizza. It's not, dude. It's not.
It's almost pizza.
It's not. You made the proclamation that it was pizza.
Poor man's pizza.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, see, it's poor man's pizza, dude. What you got? Got a problem with the poor man now, dude?
It is if he's doing that.
You fucking high class fucking fuck.
Did this girl also like butter and skitty? Because that's what that ketchup and mac and cheese sounds like,
Hey,
doesn't it?
Don't knock buttered and noodles, man. Buttered noodles are fucking.
Yeah, shut the fuck up over there, Steph.
Oh
my
you see,
God.
I'm trying to propose a truce, and you guys just insist on fucking
No,
splitting
we
this
had
up.
a massive blowout a couple weeks ago on the shape of food.
Mm-hmm.
This is just like one of those things.
Has
that
anyone
never
else
end.
tried it?
I have not.
I have. It tastes like shit.
Yeah, it's gross.
It's not good, dude.
It's gross.
It's not good.
But
I don't.
Unless you include hamburger meat included in it, like ground beef.
Well, that just
Oh,
becomes
so-
hamburger
so
helper.
That changes.
So
That's like hamburger helper.
Yeah,
Yeah, that becomes hamburger helper. Just a little ketchup.
but that's not the same. I think it fundamentally changes the dish.
No, that's the only way I'm eating ketchup inside of mac and cheese. Is what I'm
Right,
saying.
right.
If you include meat, if you're not including
So-
meat, it tastes like shit.
Right.
So you see, Foo, Josh is playing both sides of the fence, Foo. We can't do this then.
I don't know, man.
Josh is gonna go eat with the enemies once in a while.
No, fuck that, man.
You gonna break bread with the
still-
enemy, bro?
No.
Yeah,
no.
if they bring
No.
meat, he said.
They're the same. They're the same fucking fucks. They're the same fucks that put ketchup on steak, man.
Okay,
Fucking
yeah.
travesty.
We got a problem here now. Okay.
Well,
With the ketchup and
I would
steak.
hope that you don't cross into enemy lines here, and we maintain this truce. As much as we can disagree, on pineapple on pizza, we should, at least try to shame all these other people, man.
Ooh, the only way this truce goes through is if you eat a piece of pineapple pizza.
All right, hang on. Here's
It has some logic to it.
No,
It
don't
has
give me.
logic
hang
to
on.
it.
Yeah, don't give me your keto bullshit excuse either, for you.
hang
You
on.
can make a keto pineapple pizza.
Hang on. You said a bite. Okay, I'll take a bite of the pizza with pineapple on it.
Why did
take it.
Why did it sound like you made your own terms there, Foo?
I know what's going on with that.
I'm
That's
piggybacking.
shady.
Hey, this is where I draw the line, man. And if
This
we're
coping
gonna
mechanism,
move
Foo.
forward with this handshake, the stupid fucking handshake.
Oh no, I'm okay with the war continuing, Foo. There's no problem here.
Oh, well, so am I,
Palestine
dude.
and
So
Israel,
am I.
Foo.
I mean, the bite has to hold pineapple in it, though,
Right,
Yes.
right,
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
right.
A huge helping of it too.
Of
I wanna
pizza with pineapple on
that.
it, right? Of pizza with
I want to
pineapple.
hear that crunch.
Not
Yeah.
not,
Fine,
not
it-
pineapple pizza. That's not a thing,
Not a thin crust, Foo. Handmade pan pizza.
dude. I'm on a keto diet.
Exactly, handmade
Yeah, you can make it by hand, Foo,
I hate
with
you
your
so
own
much.
hands.
with your own ingredients.
Why did this
Foo.
turn against me all of a sudden?
Because you're on this ridiculously hard diet. That's why.
And you're blaming the world, Foo.
I'm not
It's
blaming the
world's
world.
fault.
I'm not blaming. I said I'd do it. I take a bite. If
Are
I
you
decide to kill-
hangry?
I'm not
He's
hangry.
angry, Foo.
I'll kill you.
No,
guys.
he's-
Thought
I
of
swear to
eating
God.
No,
pizza and pineapple on it. That's
He's pissed
upsetting.
off, hungry, not angry. All right, Foo. You know what?
Mhm.
I'll join this alliance if you promise to join the alliance of no barbecue sauce with steak people.
Okay, I'll join that alliance. I can deal with that. That's a world I can live in.
I need that steak butter or that steak sauce. None of this bullseye barbecue on my steak bullshit.
What
What-
about Sweet Baby Ray's, Foo?
Yeah. What about my
No.
sweet BB rays on some ribs? Ribs is okay, right?
Oh yeah, that's fine.
That's fine.
Okay.
It's not a
That's
steak,
exactly
though.
where it belongs.
Yeah, ribs are not steak.
I'm just trying to. Hey, dude. Apparently, I've had to explain myself many times during this conversation. I just want to make the terms clear. You
Unless
fucks.
you're talking about all beef ribs, Foo, then we got to discuss stuff.
Oh Jesus! See, you see.
Foo, we can get this is some good material, man. This is what you wanted.
You guys are the same fucks who said that cold cereal was soup.
It's soup.
It is soup.
It is,
soup.
Foos. It's cold soup.
Alejandro, we need your 2 cents.
Dang, I might be too Mexican for that one. I don't know. Cold soup?
So when you get up in the morning, you get some
Huh?
Lucky Charms, then you top it with your milk.
Bam.
What do you got there? You got soup or you got porridge?
It's not porridge, dude.
No, it's soup.
It's
Yeah,
cereal.
Cereal, bro. I don't know. How else do you eat cereal, though?
Just out of the box?
by hand.
with some milk in it. You can eat out food. You can eat out of a cup. I don't judge. You know, you want a quick bowl of cereal?
I would say it is a porridge because it's a grain, right?
Oh, fuck.
No, isn't porridge just kind of like
You know what,
thicker
though?
soup though?
You know
It's
what,
soup.
though?
It's still
That has
soup. The
logic to it.
base is still soup.
Porridge is technically a soup, so I'm down.
Oh, finally, we agree on something.
So what's chowder?
It's soup.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm okay
for
with that
sure,
being
yes.
soup. Okay, cool. All right, we can agree on this.
Like the
Fake-
base
fake
is the
soup.
soup.
What's also acceptable is
Chowder.
your cereal soup with the little straw in the bowl. That's fine.
Yes.
Not if you're
You guys are
fucking
children.
older than 10.
I don't understand.
The Foo won't eat a cereal if there isn't a toy in the box.
Yeah,
Or
you
at
won't.
least
You
the
won't.
coupon.
You won't understand how pissed I am when I get Cheerios and there's no little bee toy inside of the box.
Yeah, right.
You wanted that cool secret decoder ring?
Okay, well, I think.
I want to get my box top points, Foo.
Oh fuck! Remember those? All right, so I think we've made some progress here. We'll come back to it whenever we think of something else that people are doing that's ridiculous. And
Next.
And that was another food therapy session. Till
yep.
next time.
Oh,
Foo, we shall rejoin forces for the people putting peas on pizza next time, Foo.
Oh, don't get
Oh,
me
No
started, man.
way.
Oh,
Yeah, no one deserves that.
we don't have that kind of time on
Fucks
this
that
episode, bro.
Broccoli on it too.
Kiwi.
Okay, all right, enough. We're just gonna piss ourselves off. Let's get into geeking out. Is that cool with you guys?
Yes, please.
Oh, jeez.
Geeking Out is brought to us by Thunderwear, the new underwear with an audio amplifier in the back. So on this episode,
Where's the microphone? Where's the microphone, Foo?
It's your anus food.
it's in your ass.
It's in the. It's an insert.
Let's get these
For
thunder
when you want to
claps.
fart and hear a loud roar.
Jesus, man. Hey, Josh, did you hear that? Bethesda might be hosting their event because their agreement with Microsoft is about to be completed.
I can't wait, Foo.
See,
Can't wait for more
So-
Say
Skyrim.
Bethesda?
more-
Bethesda.
Bethesda.
My bad.
Foo has problem pronouncing.
Enunciate.
I just like the games, okay? I just like the games. Who cares? But yeah, rumor is they're gonna have their own their own event, and Foo will finally get the question to answer all questions.
What's that?
Will they continue to make games for PlayStation?
Oh, so what kind of games do they make?
Well, they make Fallout, the whole Fallout series, with the exception of a couple of titles, but at least 1, 2, 3, and 4. Skyrim, the Elder Scrolls, Oblivion.
I think they make Doom.
Yes, they made Doom Eternal, the recent Doom Eternal.
And
Go ahead.
there's a new IP coming out too. I think it's called StarCraft or something.
It's called Starfield.
Starfield. There you go.
Yeah,
So
and it's supposed to be a space exploration type of like MMORPG, or RPG game, because that's what they primarily focus on, are like RPG style, like multiple endings, multiple storyline type,
like
of,
a write your own story type of
Yes.
type of game.
yes, yeah, create your own
Except-
adventure.
Except for Doom, it's just chaos.
Yeah, Doom is just nuts.
Well, that's what
It's
people.
just
That's
nuts.
why Doom is good, though.
Yeah,
it's so
because you could just
chaotic.
literally saw a monster in half. Like it's just gory as hell.
It's just shotguns, flamethrowers, chainsaws, and some bombs. Phil, you'd love it. Except you wouldn't love it.
Well, that would suck if they stopped making those games for PS, man. Because I know you just got your PS, right?
Well, see, that's the thing. Oh, actually, Josh, I think they also make Wolfenstein. That's one of their properties.
Yes. Yeah, Wolfenstein. I'm looking at here the
Well,
Evil Within games.
Have you played a Wolfenstein game, Steph?
Yeah, not the latest one though.
they have like a really, really fascinating following. So Fuse, what they do is they kind of retcon the Industrial Revolution a little bit, and Germany won World War II.
Whoa.
Yeah, so the games are dope. Like one of the sequences in one of the games is that you're auditioning for a movie role, and Hitler is approving your role, and Hitler is older and he's a little fucking he has like dementia. So like he just whips his dick out and starts peeing in the middle of production, like on the set. And then he looks at a guy and he's like, I don't say this in German. And he doesn't like the way he says it, so he just fucking shoots this actor in the head.
What the fuck?
Damn.
Yeah, so this game has like a really, really interesting story play, and
That guy's a
really
Nazi,
good,
dude.
yeah, really good following. I think one of the main installments of the game was recently is they actually caught you, the main player, and they fucking beheaded you, except somehow the fucking Alliance was able to get your head and use modern day technology to like save your spinal cord and your fucking cortex connected to your brain somehow. It's a really crazy fucking game, dude. But that's one of the properties that people are just like, well, fuck, dude. One of the main reasons they have PlayStation is they like playing these like fucking trippy games. And
Yeah.
that's the big question. Will Bethesda continue to push out IPs with PlayStation because they're owned by Microsoft now? And that new game you're talking about, Josh, they're suspecting that they're not going to let PlayStation players have access to this game.
No, I think it's going to be an Xbox exclusive. And to that point, also, I think they primarily will only focus on PC and Xbox. Because, again, like they can do so much more, with the graphics of PC and Xbox. And also, like, I think PS didn't they like limit their development kit information or yeah, so I think it's going to primarily be with Microsoft, especially since they took over them completely, like similar to when they had Bungie 100%. So I think it's going to be that, but I think Bethesda is going to be that studio that keeps Microsoft relevant because of the following they have for these big, huge RPG or tell your own, adventure type of games. So yeah, I can't wait, especially for the new Skyrim or the new Elder Scrolls game, because those games are awesome. I mean, Fuse, you wouldn't like them because you don't like magic and such.
Yeah,
but,
you're a bitch.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's fun, man. It's fun.
So that's what's going to happen potentially. They're going to reveal the future of how they're going to release their IPs at this so-called like all-day or exclusive event. And honestly, I don't mind if they continued making like Fallout games on both systems, but like those core games, like you were saying, Josh, Skyrim. I mean, dude, make that shit on exclusive to Xbox. Xbox is going to dominate, dude.
Or even make this new game Starfield only for Xbox, and then keep making Dishonored and what was the other game? Fallout. Keep making those cross-platform for both of them. But I agree. That would be a better business strategy to only have select games be at Microsoft only, and then the others be cross-platform, because there are still a lot of PS players that play that game.
Well, like games like Halo that really put Xbox on the map when Xbox was brand new. That's why people got an Xbox, and now they're trying to up that now with getting like a full-on freaking studio that makes other cool games.
And I think that was probably the best move Microsoft could do, because I mean, you can attest to this, Josh. I mean, as much as I love Halo, it's not wowing people with the current.
It isn't. They're stuck. They're stuck in their old game style. Like
it was
evolving.
It was literally built for early 2000s gaming. And that's just the time area it was like produced for. Like they got to move on a little bit, which is why they introduced Destiny. That's kind of the new modern way to play, even though we weren't too happy with the direction Destiny went, but it's kind of recouped its losses a little bit. The gameplay's gotten better.
The
but they
graphics
keep
have gotten better on the new next gen as well.
way better. So now it's just going to come down to, you know, I think this was a good move for Xbox because if they couldn't rely on Halo forever, and it kind of shows like what I mean, they delayed Halo for a year because it got shit reviews on their Microsoft exclusive event, and they need that other studio to come in and say, dude, we're gonna have badass games still, and I think Bethesda is going to take over that. You know, that's going to be the selling point of Microsoft going forward, not Halo anymore. R.I.P. Halo, Foo.
Seafood.
20 years, right?
20 years, dude. Combat Evolved, year 2000.
Yeah. We're looking forward to a movie soon, right? A Halo movie or no?
Actually, Foo, now that you said that, they will be having a Halo movie, live action Halo movie. And guess what, Foos? Guess what fucking Microsoft said? We're not going to post it on any of the fucking streaming services that exist. We're going to put all our money into the Paramount Plus app, Foo.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Ooh.
The Paramount is really trying to make a name for themselves. There's some other cool shit coming out on it.
They have the Rugrats reboot.
Yeah.
On there with the original voice actors. And it's like a new 3D style.
kind of like a Beast Wars kind of animation, right?
Fool. Speaking of Beast Wars,
for fuck's
that's
sake.
what the next Transformers animated, The War of Cybertron, that's on Netflix. After the second movie, or the second part of the series, they introduced the potential of Beast Wars showing up.
I saw that. They released it in January, right?
Yeah. At the very end, you see, what's his face? Dinobot. Like
the Maximals and Decepticons.
Thing. Yeah, we may actually finally see that. So
Yes.
That's gonna be dope as hell.
Because you know, although they talked about it, you never actually saw the fight that took them to that portal into Earth. You know, like the intro to every Beast Wars shows them coming in from that portal and then crash landing into Earth. We never know what led up to that. I mean, we do, but we don't see it.
Well, we do. Like the later you watch you get into the series, like they come across the Ark, and
that's right.
Like Optimus's body is frozen. So it's going to be interesting to see how they do it this time, because now they're establishing that the Dinobots and Maximals are already there, or the Predacons and Maximals are already there before the Decepticons and the Autobots. So I can't wait to see what they do. I think it's going to come out next week or next year. But yeah, man, Paramount Plus, I think it's replacing that CBS app, CBS Access.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, because it's going to have all the CBS, BET, Comedy Central, Nickelodeon, MTV, and Smithsonian Channel, like all of that content. So it's probably going to be worth it. I know right now, Peacock, that one's been pretty worth it because of all the stuff it has on it, like especially the movies.
Yeah. That's all Universal, right?
Yeah, all Universal properties. And they're borrowing Harry Potter.
The streaming wars are alive, Foo.
Oh yeah, and we're balls deep into this one coming out of Disney Plus, man. As we do every week or have been,
right.
We want to recap what happened. And Steph has her Easter eggs in the latest WandaVision episode. You want to tell us a little bit about that, there, Steph?
Sure. WandaVision episode 8 was a clip show.
We got a clip show, guys.
This is an origin story.
She was getting Scrooged too. A clip show where she gets Scrooged.
McDucked.
No, not McDucked.
Oh, just Scrooged.
Just Scrooged.
McDucked.
No.
Sounds like everyone got Scrooged, Foos.
Oh.
Whoa.
Oh. So we saw Wanda's origin story from her ye old prepubescent days in Sokovia. And we found out why she likes those sitcoms so much. It's because her family watched the sitcoms. They had their little family TV time. And then
it was also a way for them to learn English.
Yes.
And so because I'm not really into Marvel comic book canon and shit like that. So is her dad not Magneto? Because it wasn't in this episode.
I mean, from my understanding, like throughout most of the comics, he claims he is their their biological father.
Okay.
But I think later on you find out that that's not true. He's lying to them because he realizes how powerful they are.
Oh, he wants them on his side.
Yeah.
Foo, it's part of the mind games, Foo.
Okay.
Mind games.
I think that's one of the causes that makes Wanda snap, right, Steph? If I'm not mistaken.
No, Wanda snaps because she lost her children. She realized that they weren't
that's
real. So it's not really Magneto.
Apparently, Wanda snaps for just about anything these days.
Pretty much.
Do you think she'd snap over pineapple pizza, Foo?
Probably, dude. Probably.
Who knows at this point?
That's true.
Cold soup, man.
I think
Is it a skippable episode or what? What are you trying to say?
No,
Yeah.
it's
yeah.
Shut up,
Just read an
Foo.
online review.
That's like the food throughout this whole WandaVision series. He hates every
Yeah.
single episode.
This fucking series is not A+ like the fucking Rotten Apple fucking Disney purchased and all the people they bought to give the series good reviews, Foos. All right?
This
Is it?
really
It's a good series. It's not a fantastic series like everyone was saying.
It's good though.
it's good in that this is the first TV series after Endgame, after all of the Avengers stuff,
Foo.
that will link everything into the multiverse. Just, there's only one episode left. Just shut the fuck up and watch it. We all know you're going to watch it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good series. It's just not everyone was wowed, dude. All
Shut the
those
fuck
rotten
up,
reviews.
okay? Shut the fuck up!
This particular episode was really important because it dives into like the witchery and the chaos. It shows the origin of like witchcraft and the introduction of chaos magic, because Agatha takes Wanda back throughout her memories. Okay, it starts with her family and that famous story of her parents getting killed and the Stark bomb not going off, and her and Pietro hiding under the bed.
Can we talk about the bomb real quick?
Yeah.
And the blinking red light, like in one of the commercials, that little radio.
Yeah, it's a toaster.
A toaster, sorry. Yeah.
So that's like, those are two paired
That's
elements
a
of
connection.
her psyche.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because they're both blinking red lights, says Stark Industry,
Yep.
and she transforms the bomb and into a memory or into a commercial as a toaster.
Mm-hmm.
And those two are supposed to resemble her parents.
And because in the commercial too, they just they stay on that shot while that light is blinking, and it's the only thing that has color on that shot, which is why it's important that the rest of it was in black and white. You fucking Foo. And I thought that stood out really nicely. That was a nice touch.
Yeah, this episode really tries to tie the rest of the series together. And Agatha believes that the young Wanda used her magic to prevent the bomb from going off. But she just didn't know it yet. It's just like, oh, there's something there. And they waited there for 2 days and it still didn't go off. And you were safe. So
then it moves on to Then they move on to when Hydra gets a hold of them, right?
Yeah, and then the Mind Stone has a connection with Wanda, and just it erupts from the scepter.
The interaction.
Yeah. And then it opens up her mind. You see the silhouette of what looks like the Scarlet Witch. And then she just knocks out. And then the next memory she goes back in is when they're at the Avengers Tower and she starts falling in love with Vision. And, there's a whole like, oh, this is kind of nice scene. And then it jumps to Wanda searching for Vision's body. So she goes to the sword, and it turns out
is different from what the sword people were saying.
right. So the security video that we saw Hayward show Monica and your boy Jimmy Woo earlier on in the series was a fake, because what we saw in Wanda's memory, unless her memories are actually altered,
Well, not
'cause she's
fake,
nuts.
but out of context.
Yes,
Right.
because he only
Right.
picked the bit pieces of her, walking in the door when he let her in through,
Mm-hmm.
and then breaking the glass again that he didn't stop her from breaking. You know,
He kind of egged her on a little bit just so she would
He
freak
did.
out a tad.
Yeah.
hmm
And she ended up not walking away with the body like we've been thinking she did. So the vision that has been in the hex does not have the body with it.
No, and I think, well, continuing, that's when we see her leave, like
Mhm.
almost kind of grieving and like living with it, and then, boom, doesn't she go to Westview, Steph?
Mhm.
She
Like,
does.
That's when yeah.
And the reason why she goes to Westview is because Vision bought her property. And we see in the note that she takes with her in her car, it's supposed to be the place that they are going to grow old in.
Right.
But it's just like this dinky run downtown, and then she just like she steps onto where the house property is.
It's just a
And
foundation.
she just loses it, and then that's when she loses control of everything, and that's when she creates this reality, and she actually creates Vision from nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think it's actually his soul. I think this is Vision's soul that she created, because remember, she created it from nothing, but she still has the Mind Stone's power within her. So
Right.
the stones aren't dead. The stones aren't 100% gone.
It's in
because
her.
It's in her.
Yeah.
So I think that she created, like you said, she created Vision out of nothing,
Mm-hmm.
but only like her essence, his essence within her.
Right, because if you look at the power colors, when Vision comes back to life, is the color of the Mind Stone.
Mm-hmm.
So she pretty much used the Mind Stone to create him.
And oh man. So looking now into the future, now knowing this, and because we know how the end of this episode ends with actually seeing a physical Vision, not powered by the Mind Stone, but with the the reactor that Tony
the
Stark
chaos
uses.
magic.
No.
The chaos magic.
No, the vibranium body. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, the
Well, we
vibranium
haven't gone
body.
to that. We haven't gone to that yet,
No,
Greg.
not yet.
'cause then-
But he skipped there.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
skipped there because now I'm saying, oh shit, if Josh is right with saying that she created the soul, then she might put that soul in that body now, and boom, we got Vision again.
well, before we skip ahead,
But we won't skip
um,
yet, is what I'm saying.
So,
Shut the
Son of a bitch.
Someone was texting during WandaVision.
So Wanda creates Vision and the rest of the Westview, company. But in the Halloween episode, we saw that Vision cannot leave the hex. So that probably has something to do with the limit of her magic. She can only create things and keep them within a certain distance from her. Otherwise, it just disintegrates.
Yeah. But then Agatha has like continuing on to what
Yeah.
happens in the episode. Agatha has her kids finally. Now we see the kids like wrapped in this weird whip and her levitating, and she finally references her as a Scarlet Witch because she was able to create all of this.
And
Boo.
didn't we all point to the TV and say, "She said it.
She said it.
She said
She
it."
said it, Foo. I mean, Foo, Agatha came from Salem Times. We saw it right at the beginning of the episode that, she's 1693 in Salem, Massachusetts. She was one of them witches. And she even kills a lot of them using this chaos magic. This dark tome. I think that's what she was using.
Yeah, she absorbed their blue beams, right? And she combined them with
magic,
her
I
red,
believe.
and that's why it's purple.
Yeah.
You know why? It's weird how they said like she was using dark magic, but it's just like, isn't that what witches do? It's like, don't they use dark magic?
What if they use regular
Not
magic?
necessarily, because remember the Sorcerer Supreme in Doctor Strange? The chaos magic comes from the chaos realm.
He used the druid magic rather than what Doctor Strange uses, which is elvish magic.
He doesn't use elvish magic.
He uses all magic.
You fuck.
He's the Sorcerer Supreme. It's in the name.
God.
But yeah, then we go to what the Foos was alluding to, the
See.
big reveal that Hayward finally was able to use the pieces of Vision, and we got a ghost-looking like Vision that's being powered by maybe the arc reactor, like what Tony Stark used.
Yeah.
No, No, because he says who would have known the one thing we needed Wanda actually powered up, which was the drone. So they were able to use
her magic to power him up.
Her magic is powering up Vision.
Well, they probably needed a power source that big in order to power up Vision. But if you look back at the White Vision, it looks like he has one of those power arcs where the Mind Stone should be.
Yeah, it's a power arc just like Tony Stark's chest. That's what's powering him, like, at least, letting him move his limbs and shit like that. But what's actually giving him the Vision powers, or maybe this was what had to kickstart him, was the energy that the drone had on it.
Yeah. And this is, I think this is Project Cataract, which is what Jimmy Woo was trying to uncover. It's like, Project Cataract, what is that? I think this is what it is. Mm-hmm. It's a soulless Vision. He's just all white. And
yeah, he's like a ghost of himself.
This is actually, it's in the comic book. It's the Vision Quest storyline. And you see White Vision originally in West Coast Avengers number 45.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's call him Gray Vision. White Vision's a little it's got some tones there we don't like to encourage there.
The White Vision, man.
Ghost Vision. How about that? Ghost Vision. He's just literally an android with no soul.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I like that. Because my next question was, where's Black Vision? We got White Vision.
Dang, Steph. Got you there.
I don't know.
They'd be colored. They have a colored Vision, so.
They do. It's colored.
I get it, because you're not supposed to see in okay, never mind.
Anyway,
stop there.
So in this episode, we do not see anything resembling Mephisto like we have like every other episode. Oh, that's Mephisto. That's Mephisto. No, this was purely like Agatha episode leading Wanda to try to get some answers.
Which means that the next person we see is definitely going to be Mephisto.
Mephisto.
Yeah.
At this point, I'm not even sure that they're going to even allude to Mephisto until you get into Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. That's probably when we're going to see him. Because I think, Josh, you sent me something online with the Loki trailer. There is a stained glass picture of Mephisto.
Yeah, that's right. In there.
In the trailer.
Right.
For the Loki.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's on the scene where you see Owen Wilson talking to someone, and in the background, like literally in the shot, there's a pane glass window that's Mephisto, like raising his hand, holding like a book in like white robing.
So
it's pretty strange, and I wonder if he's behind that organization.
So we will probably see elements of Mephisto within the next couple of series. Mm-hmm. We'll see what Winter Soldier and Falcon have to show in terms of that, or if it's just going to be in Loki.
Show anything like that. I think it's probably going to just be Loki. I think Winter Soldier and Falcon.
Yeah, they're not going to have magic bullshit.
No. Not like that.
They totally could, though. Same universe.
It's probably not going to be like magic and shit, but they're probably going to go on one mission and try to find this one thing, or they'll say one line that you have to like really overthink. Mm-hmm. It's like, oh, that's Mephisto. They just said it. We'll see what happens.
That's pretty goddamn ambiguous in general there, so I'm going to vote a no.
Well, in the great spirit of the Foo Bar show, I think everything's Mephisto.
Foo, Ollie's Mephisto.
Yep, there it is. Boom.
Poof.
It's always been Mephisto.
Agatha all along, Foo.
I knew it.
I'm gonna ask a question. How do you think Sword is going to use this ghost vision? What do you think their end goal is?
I think they're gonna waste everyone's time for 20 minutes, and then we'll get a battle for 15, and then fucking Captain Marvel's gonna show up in her shitty camo, the Luke Skywalker type camo, and then we're just gonna be left with questions for the last 5 minutes.
So
10 minutes of credits.
This is what I think is going to happen. I think somehow the Robot Vision's going to get in there. Him and Vision are going to go down fighting. Vision dies. The 2 kids die. Wanda snaps, and she ends up expanding the hex throughout the entire world. That's how it bends reality.
Then Captain Marvel comes.
Shut up, Foo.
Or at the last minute, Doctor Strange swoops in, takes her to another dimension, tries to calm her down. Bam. Multiverse of madness. No?
Oh, Ollie left. He's like, nah, fuck that. Ollie didn't want to deal with that.
Peace out.
Oh well.
He's tired of all these Stephisms.
Stephisms?
For WandaVision.
Haven't I been pretty on point with this series, though?
You have not. No, you have not. You thought everything was Mephisto. No, you have not.
Mephisto.
Do not claim victory for anything on WandaVision. All of us were wrong.
100%.
Yeah.
Where's the fucking mutants, by the way, Steph and
She's
Josie?
a mutant.
I remember you saying that.
She is a mutant.
She is a mutant.
Well,
no, you promised.
I will give you the fact.
We got Evan Peters. That's the closest we're gonna get.
Not only did Josie spoil an episode, but he made this outlandish claim.
Or did I, Foo? Or saying now that with your argument he's not a mutant? Or did I?
Called it.
Well, no, you did spoil the fucking reveal that Evan Peters showed up, dude.
Should have seen it by 7:30 is all I'm saying. Fuck, are you not a fan?
Ass up early and watch
what the fuck, dude? This isn't on me. This is on you.
Yeah, Foo, for somebody
I'm holding up a mirror to you fucks.
For somebody that hates this series as much as the Foo does, he's like the first one to watch it at midnight.
The Foo?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's because he likes to shit on it.
I just can't wait for the disappointment. Like, now we're down to the last episode. By the way, Foos.
Yeah.
I remember you guys saying like, "Oh, there's 3 hours of WandaVision left. The next 3 episodes are going to be like an hour and something each."
It was like 46 minutes, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, last week it was like 40.
Minutes.
It was 40 because of the stupid credits, so don't get ahead of yourself.
It's always 10 minutes of credits.
Excuse me, Foo. The credits are there to show the people that worked on the film.
Come on, man. We got to give them our thing.
Swine.
Also, Easter egg. Speaking of credits, one more thing about this episode is that Agatha's mother in the credits is named after the Wicked Witch of the West from Wizard of Oz.
Mm-hmm.
Which I have no idea what her name is. But it's in there.
So how do you know?
Because I saw it online, and the internet is true.
Internet's always right.
Okay, yeah, that's a pretty
sense.
pretty solid argument.
Yeah, not gonna disagree with that.
Well, Foos, I can't wait for Doctor Strange to not show up next week. Foo.
Oh, come we.
He probably's not. He's not gonna show up.
He's probably not until the very last minute, dude. Like after end credits.
No, not
you guys have
not
been
at all.
wrong 100%.
Yeah, dude.
I have no.
It's part of the appeal, Ollie. Shut up.
You guys keep promising me fights and stuff like that. None of that has happened.
Hey, we don't promise anything. We just speculate, sir. That's your
fault.
It's all
just Wanda going crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's your fault for considering that a promise, sir.
Yeah.
You should know we know nothing.
Yeah, come on. We know as much as everybody else. The fuck? Well, is that going to do it for Geeking Out? We want to keep this one short because I know that Podzilla, we got 2 movies we want to talk about. Anything else here?
No, that's it.
I'm good.
All right, cool. Let's do this. Let's get on with a little derpy face, shall we?
The Foo Show presents Podzilla.
Podzilla is brought to us by Fish and Chips, Japan's #1 snack for any growing kaiju. Take it away, Foo.
I fucking hate our sponsors, dude.
Come on, man. They keep the lights on.
All right, yeah. All right, Foos. Well, here we are, Foo. The crescendo of the past months, Foo. And it's about time, Foo. We got 2 Godzillas. 2 of them. Or is it, Foo?
He had an interesting, different kind of roar, this new Godzilla did.
Well, Foo, first thought was Godzilla's sick. Godzilla might have the clap.
He had the Rona.
or the Rona.
Yeah.
I mean, he might have an STD, man. There's a lot of shit in the ocean.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, all that whale sperm, dude. I'm just saying.
Whoa.
It'll make you sound like this any day. Like, what the fuck is that? That is not Godzilla. But you hear it for the first half hour of the movie.
When I first heard that, I was like, why did they change it, dude? Why did they change his fucking roar?
Because they would.
Yeah, I know, that's true.
They totally would.
But anyways, Foos, the movie begins, and guess what, Foo? We get some fucking priestess chick fucking flipping out on shrooms or something, and she's got a vision, Foo.
Mm-hmm.
That means it's true, Foo. It's going to happen. Of a city being destroyed by a giant monster, Foo.
Yeah.
And then that's it. Next time, until the vision comes true, Foo. Just kidding. Then there's some, I forget some other dude. I think his name is Shimizu. Apparently he's like spelunking, and he finds like some weird metal in a cave.
Uh-huh.
And he takes it to Professor Miyajima, Foo, and then Foo, you know what? Little sidebar here, Foo.
Yeah.
Professor Miyajima. This is his 5th entry into the Godzilla franchise, Foo.
As the same character?
No, different character, but he was the original. He was one of the original pilots in the Godzilla Raids Again movie, Foo.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was Tsukioka in that movie, the guy who survives.
I wanted to say that guy looked familiar, but I didn't want to sound racist.
Good job, Foo.
That's nice, Foo.
That's
but I can't believe we didn't notice it before, but he was also in the Mothra versus Godzilla movie.
Mm-hmm.
And what else? What other movie was he in? He was in the original Mothra standalone movie. He's in the Atragon movie, which is a different kaiju film. And then he's in another kaiju film called Dogora, the Space Monster. Yeah, this guy's putting in work, dude.
Yeah, he is.
And then the next major role he has is in Ghidorah, the three-headed monster. He's Professor Miura.
Mm-hmm.
And then he finally makes his fucking return in Mechagodzilla, Foo, as Professor Miyajima. And so the guy takes the medal to him, and they're just like, hey, what's this metal? I don't know. This isn't an Earth metal, Foo. Whoa. That means it's from space, Foo.
Space.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. So anyways, some guys lead an excavation back to that cave where they found, the ancient artifacts. The beginning of the movie, while the guys are spelunking, they find this like little shrine. And the prophecy is, when a black mountain appears above the clouds, a huge monster will arise and try to destroy the world. But when the red moon sets and the sun rises in the west, 2 monsters shall appear and save the people, Foo.
Mm-hmm.
How ominous, Foo.
Or is it?
I don't know, Foo.
You should. You would have saw it.
Well, Foo, the first part of the prophecy comes true.
Right.
A huge black cloud appears,
Uh-huh.
and then fucking Godzilla, Foo, he's just fucking around at Mount Fuji, Foo, and what's up his ass, dude? He just starts destroying Tokyo again. What the fuck? I thought we were over this.
Yeah, no kidding.
And then
Thought it was on our side.
Yeah, then all of a sudden he starts giving these fucking weird ass squeals and shit.
Right.
And then and not only that, Foo, but in the Japanese version of the movie, his fucking atomic breath has changed.
It's yellow
Yeah, man.
instead of blue. Yeah.
What's up with
Hey,
that?
he's got a cold, dude. Sums up.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably has to clap, dude.
I mean,
What's up with that? What's up with that?
fucking Jerpy, man. It's not the Jerpy I know.
I mean, Foo, Mania came from somewhere, Foo.
Yep.
Mania. Fuck that guy.
Anyways, Foos, Godzilla's continues rampage, and then we see some shaking in the ground, and oh shit, dude. Fucking Anguirus trips his ass, dude.
Right.
And Derpy don't take kindly to being tripped by Anguirus, Foo.
Here's my guy.
Anguirus is just minding his business, too.
Well, actually, Foo,
Uh-huh.
from dialect in the movie,
Right.
they say that Anguirus suspected that was not Godzilla, so he went to investigate.
Oh, and that's why he calls out for Godzilla when he's getting his ass kicked.
So,
But
yo.
dude, Anguirus gets his shit rocked, dude, and then like Godzilla snaps his jaw, dude.
Yeah, he breaks his
Yeah,
jaw.
that was rad when he freaking pulls his jaw apart.
Dude, and then like, yeah, now Anguirus he has to fucking he has a weird ass cry like this new Godzilla now.
Ow.
No, it changed. Did you notice?
Yeah,
It's
because
like
his
a-
jaw was broken.
Like a dying cat this time.
Like a dying cat.
And then Foo, like you mentioned, Foo, for some weird reason, Godzilla is, rampaging in Tokyo, and then what is this, Foo? Another Godzilla pops out of a factory and is from his QA job.
So this is what bugs me about the beginning of this fucking movie is that, you can introduce Godzilla in any cool way, like at least coming out of the ocean like you're used to. But no, he's in a fucking warehouse. So, which begs the question, how the fuck did he get in the warehouse? Like, these doors are tiny.
Foo, it's like I told you, he took up a QA job, Foo.
Yeah.
I want to believe that.
I mean,
Ooh, Godzilla's trying to be a good citizen. God.
Foo, he's
Trying
fucked
to
up
put
that.
his teeth.
He's fucked up that harbor so much, dude. He's got to do reparations, man.
Yeah.
So he's doing QA at a fucking factory?
He's trying to
I
earn the
don't
key
know.
to
I
the
thought he
city.
came out of the ground, like underneath the warehouse.
That, sir, is probably the answer.
That honestly makes less sense.
No, it doesn't.
That does.
They
Dude,
built
how did
the-
he get... So you're telling me, you mean to tell me that he was already buried in the ground and then, the Japanese government said, let's put a warehouse here. Let's not check under the ground like they did in that fucking movie where they should have moved the bodies. And that's why you get ghosts.
Poltergeist.
Yeah. And so...
See, you're confusing yourself by comparing movies, bro. This is a brand new movie.
Yeah, man.
What did you say to me?
Anything's believable, dude. Okay.
Fine, moving on.
Yes.
All right, Foo. The two Godzillas, and there it is. We get the old classic derpy roar back, and then what do you know, man? Some blue atomic breath, Foo. Everything's okay with Godzilla.
Right.
It's just an imposter, Foo. They start fighting. The two Godzillas fight, and then what do you know, Foo? One of them looks like he's wearing a skin suit.
Yep. He starts
The
chipping
original-
off his skin.
The original Leatherface, Foo. And then one of the doctors that's witnessing the battle is like, aha, I only need to see the little shiny skin under him to know he's a cyborg. And it's like, okay, man, that's a pretty big leap to conclusions, but sure, we'll believe you.
But I mean, he happened to have been right.
I mean, he was spot on, dude.
Clearly must be a cyborg.
Yeah.
Well, Foo, the fake Godzilla, we don't know his name yet. Ominous, Foo.
Ooh.
The fake Godzilla fucks up the real Godzilla, and then the real Godzilla just, plays right into our hand, Foo. For the 16th time in the series, he falls into the ocean again.
Right. Right.
But Mechagodzilla looks like he's fucked up, Foo. And then
He has to retreat.
Professor Miyajima is he's putting two and two together, Foo. He's like, we found some weird space metal in a cave. There's a large Godzilla with weird metal. This has to add up to a Godzilla being an alien, Foo.
Yep. And though it is another leap that they're making with this logic, he was spot on again.
Yeah, he's an alien super weapon, pretty much.
Right.
I mean, the guy's probably behind it all. Who knows?
Who knows?
It's the logical explanation.
Yeah. So the guy and some guy and chick, I forget their names, and I wasn't taking notes. Fuck that shit. They have that statue about that, from that tomb earlier. They got it from.
Uh-huh.
They're taking the statue back to the temple, but they're confronted by a thief on the boat, and then so there's like the thief is like going back and forth with them, and then the dude, I think they're fighting, and he like shoots him in the face, and then oh shit, dude, that guy's wearing a skin suit too.
Oh yeah. Turns into Planet of the Apes all of a sudden.
Foo, he's an ape. Well, look at that, Foo. And then as soon as he's about to pull the gun on the guy, some random dude who's just a peeping Tom peeks out of the corner, goes pop, and he just fucking shoots him in the ocean.
Yeah, but he took the statue down with him.
Or did he, Foo? Or did he?
He did.
No, dude, you weren't paying attention.
He wasn't
I
paying
must have
attention.
not been paying. What happens to the statue?
That was a fake, Foo.
Oh shit! I totally missed that part.
It was so convenient.
Yeah. And to give you credit, man, they never showed the switch either. They just showed up to the island with the fucking statue again.
Oh, for fuck's
And it's like,
sake.
wait, I thought this fell off more. Foo, it caught me by surprise too.
Okay.
Not
Yeah.
only that,
It
but they
did
had.
explain though that he foresaw something happening.
He did, Foo.
Oh yeah, but they never
Yeah.
explained how he was able to take the time to get his replica made.
Thanks, Jun Fugata, you fucking
So
director.
convenient, man.
Yeah. Anyways, after more convenience, Foo, Godzilla arrives on Monster Island, Foo, and the thunderstorm's going on, Foo. Derpy's hurt, man. And then somehow all this lightning that's hitting Godzilla, like, regenerates himself, and now he's magnetic?
Yeah,
I
man.
don't know, Foo.
It adds to the lore because don't they use that same kind of power up in the new anime Godzillas?
Yes.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they've just made that canon, which is cool.
Spoiler alert, Foo.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit, yo.
Oh.
Well, anyways, let's see here.
Yes, Foo.
Mhm.
Hey, Foo, we're doing a podcast.
He gets all magnetized, and then you see like this blue glow around Godzilla, and he's just like, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Foo's
easy.
so lost.
You did a couple lines.
Yeah.
Off of that lightning.
Damn, Foo, he's
I have
lost
to say
in
the whole
sauce.
magnetized thing flew over my head. I didn't know that's what was happening.
He's riding the lightning.
Yup.
Josh with the zinger.
Hey, I'll be here all night, people.
Foo. Anyways, Foos, Professor Miyajima and his daughter explore the cave where they found that metal. They go back, and then they're ambushed by the Planet of the Apes, Foo. And then they reveal, Foo, they're not from Earth. Say what? They're from this place called the third planet of the black hole, Foo.
Which is another ridiculous thing on this movie. Look, if I lived on a planet, I'm not gonna give it a number. Like we called it Earth. Why are we gonna give it some stupid long ass title? That's another thing that didn't make any sense.
All right,
Third
Foo.
planet from the sun.
Yeah, man. Third rock from the sun, man. Oh, you like that series or what?
It was a good series.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
That is
Great
a good series, yeah.
And you didn't have a issue with that name though, huh?
Because that's not what we call our planet outside of that fucking sitcom.
How do you know what scientists talk about in their free time, bro? That's all I gotta say.
Dang, Foo.
They call it Earth, man.
Fuck you.
They call it Earth.
No, we call it Terra, Foo.
Whatever, but we're not calling it fucking third rock from the sun from the fucking black hole, mother.
All right, point made, Foo. Point made.
Good.
Anyways, Foos, these fucking Planet of the Apes or third Planet of the Apes, Foo.
It's not even called that.
Yeah, third Planet of the black hole.
Come on.
Get it? Third Planet of the black hole, third Planet of the Apes, Foo. Come on, dude.
Still don't see how that connects.
Okay, you're an idiot. All right. Anyways, Foo. Foo, their plan is to have Mechagodzilla conquer Earth, Foo. What do you know? Spoiler alert, Foo. Mechagodzilla's in here just to be a nuisance, I guess. Anyways, Foo, they forced the professor to repair Mechagodzilla, Foo, or else they're gonna give it to his daughter, Foo. And he doesn't want.
What are they gonna give him?
He doesn't want to know, Foo. He just says, "Fine, I'll repair it. Just don't tell me what you're doing back there." Meanwhile, the other guy, Saiko checks into a hotel with the statue, and the other guy, Hisuki, goes to meet his brother at the caves. And then here's this pesky reporter who's been following him, dude. This fucking reporter who's been telling these guys all movie, and they've been randomly
with sunglasses, right?
Yeah, he's peeping them from the fucking boat.
Yeah.
It's a throwback, Foo. This guy's just following him everywhere, and then and he's like, "My name is Nambara, and I'm from Interpol." And I didn't realize Interpol was that big of a deal back then, but apparently they're a big deal.
Yeah.
They're an international police, Foo. It's in the name.
Foo, and that's true. And then he reveals he's been tracking the aliens, Foo. He knows all about the third planet of the apes, Foo.
It's not what they're called.
But that's what they are.
Yeah, that's what they are, Foo.
They're gorillas.
So, Foo, after they infiltrate the alien base, Foo, and they free the prisoners, they leave to pick up Saiko and the statue, Foo. And Miyajimi, Nambra, and Mashiko have to stay behind, Foo, and they're recaptured by these goddamn gorilla Nazis again, Foo.
That's a great name for a band.
The gorilla
Nazis.
Foo, the next day, what do you know? A lunar eclipse, Foo?
Uh-oh.
It causes a mirage of the sun to rise in the west, Foo.
Dang.
Just like the prophecy, Foo.
Mm-hmm.
And then Foo, seeing this, they start getting in their fucking little chant, Foo, and they have to awaken King Caesar, Foo. And you know where King Caesar was? He was right there the whole fucking time in the mountain. All right?
Just sleeping away.
See, these fucking kaiju, man, like you have to sing to them for them to wake up. And even then,
Beautiful
it's not like a
song, by the
short
way.
chant.
Yeah, I enjoyed the song, dude. I think you're just tripping, dude.
Fuck you guys so much.
You're in a
Nice
band.
song.
You would be the one who enjoys this aspect of the movie the most, dude.
These-
Fuck.
Nice song.
These songs are awful. These songs are awful.
Wow, Foo, how dare you say that about Japanese culture? You're a uncultured swine.
Bigot.
What the fuck?
You know what, man? I hope someday the Fallen Electric gets offered to do a musical soundtrack for a movie.
Uh-huh.
And if you don't say no, Foo, if you don't say no, you're the biggest fucking, you're a piece of shit in the world, Foo.
Oh, I thought you were going somewhere cool with that.
Yeah,
All right,
I
fine.
stumbled. I stumbled. Foo.
You lost interest in
up
your
the
own fucking shit talking there for a second.
Yeah. Fill in the rest. Fill in the rest.
You're upsetting me so much, Foo. I'm just throwing in the towel.
Yeah, you're just a big old so and so. Yeah, that's what you are.
Buddy diddy.
Yeah, you take
Foo did.
that.
You know what? You know what you are?
You're a bad guy.
Stop talking.
Just walks out the wall. Just stops talking. Just done. That's it.
Did the Foo
Well,
freeze?
Foo.
Shake your fist.
He just left.
God damn!
Well, you told me, Foo.
Yeah, I did. Anyways, Foo.
King Caesar in the rock.
They meet the priestess and the grandfather, and I like how the grandfather is totally like, you scum, you stole the statue, I want nothing to do with you. And as soon as they fucking, like, the Interpol guys come, he's just like, please help us awaken King Caesar. It's like, dude, pick a side, man, you fucking douchebag.
This guy looks like Pai Mei from Kill Bill. Just, weaker version.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's bad casting. Anyways, Foo, the priestess and the grandfather placed the statue in the special slot above the temple, Foo.
Mm-hmm.
You mean there was a reason that ledge was there, Foo? Yes, there
It's
was a reason the ledge
literally
was
just
there.
in front of the temple.
Yeah, stupid. Foo, and guess
Convenient.
what? The sun in the west, which they say, oh, it's just a lunar eclipse, a mirage, Foo. It's making the statue reflect eyes into the mountain in direct line with guess who, Foo? King Caesar himself.
Dang.
We got Foo. We never knew he was there in eye shot distance, Foo. Never. Okay,
Nobody ever bothered to check the cave,
I guess, dude.
In centuries.
It's too sacred, Foo.
I guess.
Anyways, Foo, the Planet of the Apes dispatch Mechagodzilla, Foo, and then the priestess sings to awaken King Caesar, Foo, and guess what? Guess who else shows up, Foo? Fucking Dirt McGee shows up, dude, just like the prophecy said.
Mm-hmm.
And Foo, we're in for an old-fashioned team-up, Foo. And first of all, King Caesar is just a fucking early 70s version of fucking Goldar. dude.
Goldar.
Pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
A terrible with fur. I'm sure that draft didn't make the board. They're just like, fire that guy who gave us the Goldar with the fur.
There were a few other like Power Ranger like scenes in this movie.
Right? You saw that, right? Or like when
Especially when Mechagodzilla gets introduced, I got the vibes.
yeah,
Like
because
the
they
Dragon
filmed
Sword.
it from below.
Yep.
Yeah.
Power Rangers borrowed a lot from these Godzilla movies, which is dope. And, you know, if you guys also noticed, whenever Jerpy was getting out of the water, that's exactly how the Dragon Zord gets out of the water or gets introduced whenever he gets summoned. Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Stupid.
But except in this movie, when Mechagodzilla is first introduced, you get like a big band music playing in the background. It's like, what the fuck? Is this The Mask?
Ooh, it's about to get jiggy with it.
Yeah, but anyway.
That's got Jim Carrey written all over it.
No
Foo.
kidding.
All right, Foo. Anyways, here we are, Foo. King Caesar and Godzilla. They team up, and you know what? This should be an easy matchup, right? Nope. Mechagodzilla's just fucking them up, dude.
Right.
King Caesar's a little bitch, first of all. I mean, he's this revered god, and he's just a fucking flop, dude.
He sucks.
Yeah, he's terrible. Probably one of the worst kaiju so far.
Oh, flappy ears.
Yeah, for real. Stupid dog. Godzilla actually gets the better part of Mechagodzilla and starts fucking him up, and then you know, fucking what a bitch, dude. Mechagodzilla starts to escape, and then cue Alejandro, the fucking out of nowhere, Godzilla starts fucking getting his reverb on his coke, dude, and then he just starts fucking becoming a magnet.
Yeah.
And I like how one of the people observing the fight's like, oh, Godzilla's making himself magnetized. And it's like, thanks, man.
Yeah, like I wasn't already kind of figuring that out when, you know, all of the electric poles are gravitating towards him and everything that's metal.
Yeah. And Foo, Mechagodzilla's got some cool boosties, though, Foo. He's a spaceship.
Right, right.
And he's trying to fly away, but he just can't, Foo. And then he fucking north meets south, Foo. He collides with Godzilla, and then Godzilla just takes him from behind, Foo.
Whoa.
And he tears off his head, Foo, and Mechagodzilla explosion, Foo.
Right.
And Foo, while the aliens are distracted, Nambara uses that cool little pipe, that cool little pipe he disassembled, Foo, to scramble their communications. And then the guys get free. They kill their captors. They sabotage the base. And Foo, guess what? The base explodes just as they get out. Huh? A little convenient. If
Pretty convenient, man.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is that when Mechagodzilla blew up, Godzilla just kind of leaned back and fell into the ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was funny.
It's a timber.
Yep.
My job is done. I literally tapping out.
Fiend.
The pipe was my favorite part, though. Like, you find this rare metal, and your idea is like, cool, I'm going to turn this into a pipe.
Come on, man. We're all stoners here.
Yeah.
Like, isn't that what we would do?
That was the best thing.
And he's like, this isn't just a pipe. Right? He's like, this isn't just a pipe. You can make this into an electromagnetic fucking disruptor.
Check
like,
this
what
out, bro.
Right? What the fuck?
But you can smoke out of it, though, right?
Yeah.
Like, dude, you're fucking getting too stoned, man.
I love how it's a one-of-a-kind pipe, and he puts his initials on it, and then the guy that finds the pipe has to look at it and say, oh, these must be his initials. This must belong to him.
Oh, fuck, dude.
I mean, there's not that many K and C names in Japan, right?
Unless there's an F in the middle.
Yeah. That's dumb, dude.
Shut up.
Actually, it's not food because Japanese people have KFC.
They love it for Christmas.
Oh,
Yeah.
Seafood.
They love it.
They're actually going to inspire me one of these Christmases, Phil.
You're going to buy a franchise?
KFC Christmas.
dang.
Buy a franchise? No, I'm just going to have KFC for Christmas.
Oh.
Dinner.
I thought you were going to go the extra mile, bro.
Why, you need a job?
KFC
dude?
every day.
I mean, if you have a KFC, yes.
Tell you what,
Throw
Phil,
that keto diet out the door.
you'll be in charge of the wings, Foo.
Okay. So that was movie number 1, Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla, right, Foo?
And Foo, just like classic fashion, and I think for the third time in this movie, Godzilla falls into the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
And then Godzilla swims away, and then King Caesar goes back to his little resting place, Foo.
Right. Never to be seen again.
Like, Except like the mountain this time collapses, so they can never summon him again. I thought that was stupid.
No, they can't.
One-time thing, man.
Right?
So like he's
There's,
dead? So is he dead or what?
We'll have to wait for a sequel, Foo. Spoiler, Foo.
They look like the little midget wrestlers from Nacho Libre.
In his fucking shag carpet costume, dude. All right, Foo. Well, yep, and that was it. Very unceremoniously, Foo. The movie's over.
But then we get part 2, The Terror of Mechagodzilla, which actually has more humans than Mechagodzilla than the first movie did.
Or does it, Foo?
It does, Foo. I'm telling you.
Oh, yeah, it does. And then, Foo, and when this got released in the United States, this one was called The Terror of Godzilla. Fuck Mechagodzilla. We're gonna tease everyone.
Right.
It almost was. Never mind. You guys will get to it.
And Foo, just so everyone knows, Ishiro Honda came back to wrap the series up, Foo.
Nice.
Yay!
Because as we all know, Foo, after this movie, Godzilla retired, Foo.
Yeah, for like 10 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
We don't have another Godzilla movie after this one for a while until the mid-'80s.
Yeah, I think it's about, they wait 9 years to jumpstart the franchise again.
Yeah. But I mean, they went out with a bang with the Mechagodzilla. I mean, the second movie, though, you didn't get a whole lot more kaiju. You got more of a storyline. Like it feels like they actually made an effort to give us a plot. You know what I mean?
I guess you're right.
I'm not gonna say it's a great plot, but it's a plot nonetheless.
Foo, let me ask you this though, Foo. Before we move to the next movie, where would you put Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla in the Godzilla rankings?
Oh, good question. And I know you always ask that one, but this is one of the better ones, I think. Trying to think which one was worse, and I'd have to say all of them. So I would say probably the first Godzilla I like. Well, actually, the second Godzilla I like the best, and then the first Godzilla would go behind that, and then old Wobbly Heads. That one was cool.
I like the
Ghidorah.
the all monsters attack, Foo.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Or no, destroy all monsters. Ooh, almost got myself.
Yeah, because that was the other one was the flashback one with the kid, right?
The dream sequence.
Yeah, the dream sequence movie. Nah, fuck that.
The clip show. And
another clip show, Foo. Dang.
Yeah, and then so this one would be behind that for me. So I'm ranking this 5th.
I actually, Foo. I will say it's my 4th movie. And right below it, I would put Godzilla versus Hedorah. I actually like that movie a lot. The sludge monster movie.
Uh-huh.
That was a cool movie.
Okay. All right. To each his own.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But the visual effects on this movie were on point.
Oh, dude, I think this movie, funny enough, I think this is one of the better movies, The Terror of Mechagodzilla, the one coming up. I liked Mechagodzilla a lot. It's top 5 for sure. But the next movie is the sequel, and I like the story of the next movie too. Yeah. But Terror of Mechagodzilla is actually the worst financially successful Godzilla film in the franchise.
Nice. And that's probably what made them quit for 9 years.
It's burnout, dude. Everyone got burned out.
Well, at this point, we would have had like a Godzilla almost every other year, right?
Yeah, I think, let's see here. Starting in 1962, except 1 or 2 years, there has been a Godzilla movie every year.
Damn.
Yeah. So people were fatigued with it.
Yeah, and actually in 1964, there was 2 Godzilla movies in the same year.
Jesus.
Yeah, the only year there wasn't a Godzilla movie between then was 1970.
Okay.
Yeah, and then they came out with the Hedorah movie, and I thought that was a good comeback movie. Megalon was terrible. Son of Godzilla was god awful.
Yeah.
Actually, Foo, you know what? I think Mechagodzilla is actually number 5 or 6 for me because I forgot the invasion of Astro Monster, Foo.
Oh.
Yes.
And Planet X, Foo.
Right. That one was cool.
And we saw Godzilla learn how to do dabs, Foo.
Mm-hmm.
He dabbed it up on Mars
He
or
dabbed
something.
it on Mars.
Or Planet X,
Right.
excuse me.
Right.
All right. Well, this cracks the top 5 for me. What about you, Josh?
Mechagodzilla.
He's one of his better villains, I'll say.
Yes, I would definitely say it is one of the top 5. But what I would put above it, I mean,
like movie number 1 for sure, right?
Yeah, movie number 1 is definitely above that at number 4. And then I would say, what's the next one that I liked? Yeah, I liked Destroy All Monsters. I would put Destroy All Monsters number 3. And then number 2, I would say it was Terror of Godzilla for me. And then number 1 was, for me right now, it's Astro Monster, without including this next movie.
Mm-hmm. So at least we're ending the fucking Showa era with some good movies, Foos.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, Foos, we'll just get into it. Terror of Mechagodzilla, Foo. Guess who's in this movie, Foos?
Can I take a wild guess?
Yeah, go ahead.
Mechagodzilla?
Dude, you got it.
All right.
Podcast over, dude.
All right, credits.
Thanks, everyone, for coming. See you next time.
All right, Foos. Well, here we are, Foo. Following the events of the previous movie, Interpol agents attempt to search for Mechagodzilla's remains, Foo, at the bottom of the ocean near Okinawa, Foo.
Mm-hmm.
But there's nothing there, Foos. What the fuck's going on here, Foo? Their submarine, Foo, all of a sudden gets attacked by this huge dinosaur fish. And the submarine vanishes, Foo. And then later, it's found out that this aquatic dinosaur, parentheses, is called Titanosaurus. That was the fucking...
That noise he makes.
Yeah.
Like a dying something.
Just screaming.
Like, ah!
It's like you stepped on his toe.
Yeah, exactly.
I will say...
Like an elephant.
Yeah, it's a dying elephant.
I will say, though, Foos, there's been a ton of movies. I actually like the design of this kaiju a lot. Especially since they were running low on what to do for Godzilla villains.
Yeah.
And considering last movie, they put a fucking dog in a fucking kaiju monster, dude.
He had agility, man. King Caesar had all kinds of agility. He was getting down.
Yeah, but he kept falling, dude.
It was Muay Thai. He was practicing his Muay Thai.
He was doing rolls, dude?
Yeah, dude.
Barrel rolls? Well, anyways, Foo, Interpol wants to know what the fuck happened at the bottom of the ocean, Foo.
Mm-hmm.
So they bring in a marine biologist, Akira Ichinose, and they trace Titanosaurus back to some studies by a mad scientist who was a recluse, Foo, called Shinzo Mafune. And guess what, Foo?
What?
Mafune is played by the same actor who played the professor in the last movie with his little crack pipe.
Yep.
And Foos, he was the original Dr. Serizawa from the 1954 movie, Foo.
I wear my sunglasses at night.
Except he wasn't wearing sunglasses here.
I thought it was cool, man. They kind of came full circle. And the first movie, he was kind of like a mad scientist because of the oxygen destroyer he built.
Yeah.
And then in this movie, he's literally a mad scientist who's trying to
get back at everybody who doubted him.
Yeah, trying to get revenge, Foo. And he wants to destroy mankind, Foo. And he's teaming up with these aliens called the Simians, Foo.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're just kind of like, oh, there's actually a human who wants to destroy mankind as much as we do. And Foo, the marine biologist and one of the Interpol guys visit the old scientist's home, and they meet his daughter, Katsura. And she's like, hey, my dad dead. I burned all his stuff. Get the fuck off my property. And then after they leave, she goes to the basement, and then her dad and one of the simians are like laughing and having a drink, and then she's like, "Hey, Dad, Interpol just came looking for you." And they're like, "Oh shit, what should we do?" And the guy's like, "Don't worry, they don't know what's going on."
Like Interpol, I love their song "Slow Hands."
Oh my god, dude. Anyways, Foo, Katsura actually goes back to where the marine biologist is and says, "Hey, actually, I found some notes." And I'm just like, wait, why is she sharing the notes now? I don't get it, Foo. And then he takes her out to lunch, Foo. And then, he's putting on the moves, Foo.
Right.
And then there's some other girl that's fucking watching him, Foo, like a hawk, too, Foo. What the fuck?
Oh, I don't.
All right.
Is that what we're talking? We're not talking about that.
All right, Foo.
Okay.
Can.
All right. We can.
These last two movies are full of spies, huh?
Dude, all over the place. Interpol is very, very concerned about Mechagodzilla, it seems.
As they should be, man.
Yeah.
Turned into a Bond movie.
Mm-hmm.
So, Foo, we find out, Foo, that Mafune is actually rebuilding Mechagodzilla, Foo. And then the guy, this next guy with the sunglasses, Foo, he actually offers the alien services to Mafune so that Titanosaurus can wipe out all mankind, Foo, and they can rebuild a world for the simians, Foo.
Yeah.
And unbeknownst to me, at least at first, the marine biologist was like falling in love with the mad scientist's daughter. I didn't see it at first, but I get it. His circle's small. He's pretty enthused about Titanosaurus. I guess he likes her, Foo.
Sure.
And then like when they're at lunch, he actually tells her like, "Oh yeah, we're actually coming up with a way to like combat Titanosaurus," and she's like, "Oh shit, got to tell Dad." And then she tells her dad, and they're just like, "All right, well, they think they're gonna be safe, but next time they go in that fucking submarine, we're gonna fuck them up." I forget what happens. Interpol like intervenes, and then she gets shot or something, right?
Yeah. She has to die like so many times in this movie.
Oh yeah, there's like a flashback.
Well, now we find out, Foo, that she's actually a cyborg, Foo.
Right. Well, she used to be human.
And then this is the second time they revive her because they're just like, "Doctor, we bought your daughter back once. We'll do it again, and then you'll be in our debt."
And they have a flashback, right?
Yeah, and they have a flashback of she like pushed a button and she died, and I was like, "What the fuck happened?"
Yeah, she gets electrocuted. It's fucking stupid.
I like the way she dies too. She like flips herself around.
She's all, "Ah!"
And then doesn't it like happen again for a split second where she's still like on a control board, pushes something, and then like quickly gets electrocuted?
Dead.
That was when that's when Titanosaurus is attacking the ship the second time.
Right.
And she's on the board, and then they use that electric wave, and all of a sudden she's on the board like, "Ah!"
But she doesn't die. But she doesn't die that time.
No, she doesn't die that time.
She just like passes out or something.
Convenient.
Or like
Yeah. So Foo, this next time she almost dies, right? And then the simians, Foo, they take her to have surgery or something.
Right.
And fucking finally, Foo, for the first time in the Godzilla franchise, we got boobies, Foo.
Yeah.
I know that came out of nowhere.
But not really. I mean, they're
fake.
The paper mache boobies.
No, I think those looked real.
Okay.
Look again, Foo. Do you know what a boob looks like?
Like a bag of sand for you, Foo.
Well,
he's having a kid. Of course he knows what a boob looks like.
Yeah, you fucking twats.
Oh.
I think you guys need to reevaluate that you know what boobs look like.
Those did They didn't look like boobs, man.
Boobs.
Just look in the mirror, Foo.
Oh.
There's a boob.
You should talk. You should talk.
It's getting personal now.
Anyways, Foo. After some obvious Japanese titties, Foo.
Obvious.
God damn it! We're gonna have a watch party, and you're all gonna see for yourself, Foo.
They're paper mache, man.
That's right.
I've seen better looking titties on a Muppet.
I'm not saying they're fantastic boobs. I'm just saying, oh shit, there's finally nudity in the last movie of the franchise.
Nudity.
Barely.
And this is why he started watching every Godzilla movie.
Because I remembered as a kid there'd be boobs eventually.
Yeah.
And they don't pay it off until 13 movies later.
Right.
I was in it for the long haul, Josh.
One more boob.
Just a little nipple. That's all I need.
That's all I need. Just need to see some areolas, Foo. So Foos, they the aliens actually, they up to no good, Foos. They tricked Dr. Mafune, Foo. They bring back her daughter to life, but they fucking were skeeved. They were fucking skeeves at the same time, dude. They implanted Mechagodzilla's control device inside her, Foo.
Yeah. That he created, right? He created that technology.
Yes, Foo, yes. No. He helped rebuild Mechagodzilla, but the aliens are the ones who put in the controller, Foo.
Right.
So Foo, Mafune, he goes on himself and he's like, fuck these guys. I'm going to release Titanosaurus without their permission, Foo.
Mm-hmm.
And then when Interpol's like, oh shit. Oh, actually, we already did that, right? Interpol discovered that Titanosaurus is weak to supersonic waves or some bullshit.
Yeah.
This was all like, okay, yeah. This is kind of like preamble of right before they brought his daughter back to life for the second time.
Mm-hmm.
Except Foo, this time, Godzilla shows up, Foo. And he don't like Titanosaurus, Foo. And Titanosaurus fucking bitches out, dude. Yeah, Godzilla's too much for him,
He
dude.
bounces.
Yep.
Or was he called back? One of the two. That's not
No,
clear, right?
No, I think he actually was getting his ass kicked by Godzilla. That's why he left.
All right.
And then Foo, the marine biologist, visits Katsura again because he's just dying to see her, Foo. And then, boom, aliens capture him and they force him to watch them, Foo. They're going to unleash Mechagodzilla 2 and Titanosaurus, Foo. It's like the movie, Foo.
Right.
And then Foo, someone damaged Interpol's fucking wave oscillator, so now they can't fight Titanosaurus, Foo. What the fuck? They got someone on the inside, Foo.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so here we go again, Foo. The Japanese armed forces do their mightiest and just fail, dude. Fail at stopping these goddamn monsters again. Godzilla arrives, Foo, but Titanosaurus and Mechagodzilla 2, they're just too much, Foo. And honestly, and then I think we get, again, like, Jerpy's getting pretty fucked up and he's bleeding and shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, Godzilla might die in this movie, Foo.
Yeah, like the beams are actually penetrating his skin where that's almost never happened before.
It's pretty brutal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, he's getting his ass kicked. And then fucking finally, dude, Interpol fixes the goddamn wave oscillator and they can finally, like, distract Titanosaurus. And then fucking Godzilla can finally fuck up Mechagodzilla, Foo.
Yep.
At the same time, Interpol is infiltrating the alien base, Foo. They rescue Ichinose and they kill Mafune, Foo. Poor Mafune, Foo. He'll die a crazy scientist. And then the remaining aliens try to escape, but Foo, guess what? Godzilla sees their ships and he shoots them down, Foo.
Yep.
Yep. I thought that was a little convenient, but anyways.
Just like a lot.
So Foo and they're just like, fuck, what do we do? How do we stop Mechagodzilla? Because he's fucking up Godzilla, man. I mean, they were already fucking up Godzilla with Titanosaurus and Mechagodzilla, but even just Mechagodzilla is too much, dude.
Yeah, with his beam and everything.
Yeah, and then doesn't like Godzilla manage to blast off his head again, and it's just like some like a brain in there.
Teeny
or
tiny
something
little
like,
brain.
Yeah, just like a little tiny thing happening there.
Little brain orb or something that's keeping him going.
Right.
And then Foo, Katsura Foo, she's like, I have to do this. Mechagodzilla's control devices inside me. And then she fucking shoots herself, Foo, so she could destroy the control device.
Mm-hmm.
And then
that's
Foo,
the third time she dies in this movie?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And then Foo Ichinose out of fucking nowhere with that fucking I love you. And I'm like, what the fuck?
They just met.
You guys met like 3 days ago. Okay.
Hey, Foo, when you know, you know.
That's true. He went into this whole like, or I guess like she had some type of like reveal where she's like, oh, or the aliens, right? Josh, didn't they tell her like, oh, you're just a cold machine. You can never love anything. You'll never experience love, blah, blah, blah. And then at the very end, Ichino says, yeah, she's cold hearted. And Ichino says like, I love you, blah, blah, blah. Pretty much affirming like she made the ultimate sacrifice,
Right.
which is why she decides to die. And then fuck Foo. Finally, Mechagodzilla stopped, and Derpy just fucking launches it into a fucking a chasm, Foo.
Mm-hmm.
And then he fucks it up, and he buries it with his atomic breath, Foo, and it explodes. And then fucking finally, Mechagodzilla, or is he dead? Just kidding, he's dead, Foo. And then Foo, with the help of Interpol, Godzilla fucks up Titanosaurus, and then Titanosaurus is like, all right, enough of this, I'm out. And then he returns to the sea, Foo. And then the most, right? You didn't want to get fucked up by Interpol and Godzilla. And Foo, in the most anticlimactic ending ever, the movie suddenly ends.
Yep.
Fiend.
Like that's it.
What
That's
more
it.
do you want, bro? Walking out to the sunset?
I want them having a Godzilla parade, dude.
A parade?
A parade.
Or a party, Foo.
I mean,
Godzilla party.
I wanted him to go check on Angerus, man. The dude got his jaw broken. And we never
He's in
see
recovery,
him.
Foo.
He's in the injured list?
He's in the injured list. He's on the sidelines right now.
All right. The fuck? Anyway. So yeah, that was those were the movies. It was a little anticlimactic, but you know what? I guess Ollie's right. What the fuck more do you want? This
Swimming off.
I mean,
I will say I did like where they were going with the storyline in the second movie, but I think they just like had to, all Godzilla movies are only like 80 something minutes long.
Yeah.
I think they could have stretched out another 10 minutes to make good storyline, but yeah,
It's not their way.
Maybe you're right, G baby. Like, what the fuck else do they need to do? They're here it's a Godzilla movie.
Mm-hmm.
Why do they need to put a fucking little bow on it?
It's been worse. It's been a lot worse.
That's true.
Yeah.
He's been buried in ice, Foo.
Well, Foo, go ahead and remind us, what's the next movie that was released that we should keep an eye out on?
Foo, that's it. We're done, Foo.
No. There was one made in the 80s, the one, where they had to take that 9-year break.
Well, Foo, this is actually the last film of the Showa era, Foo.
Right.
And this is the first time, like in that video I shared with the group, Godzilla retires, Foo. We don't see him again. This is the last Godzilla in this timeline, Foo.
Mm-hmm.
Mechagodzilla was his supervillain, Foo.
Okay, that was his Thanos.
Yeah, that was his Thanos. Now it's Godzilla Endgame, Foo. No more. And then they're not going to release a shitty TV series called Gojira Vision and fuck it all up for
everybody. My God.
Just kidding, Foo. Not really though. So
yeah,
Foo,
wasn't that another one of your guys' claims that Godzilla was going to be in the Marvel universe?
No, who the fuck claimed that?
No. It actually happened. I didn't say it was going to be in the Marvel universe. Like, it actually happened in an old comic. I think it was in the 80s where the Avengers fought Godzilla. It's a comic book.
Steph, I actually did some more research, and there is a comic called Captain Kaiju, I think, and it's pretty much Godzilla with Captain America's powers.
Oh my God!
Is he giant or is he like human size?
He's human size.
What the fuck?
And he has like the red, white, and blue costume, Foo. Get up.
That's kind of lame.
No kidding, dude.
Do you guys know how many characters Disney bought from Marvel?
How many?
No, I'm asking.
Oh, no.
No, we don't know a number. No.
It's like in this.
They have them all. They have them all at their disposal.
Except for Sony, right?
Spider-Man. Except for all of the Spider-Man properties, they have everything else.
I know it's in the thousands. One. There's like dumb characters.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got like Howard the Duck, Cosmo the dog, the space
Apparently
dog.
there's one called Doorman.
Doorman.
Yeah. I mean, dude, they got everything if they want to use
into
it.
A door.
Oh, Foos, excuse me. I misspoke.
What's that?
This Godzilla is called American Kaiju.
Oh, for fuck's
American
sake.
Kaiju. It's just
He
like
is-
When do we get to the good Godzilla?
it's like
he is-
painted on him.
Yeah, it's the Captain America who became Godzilla.
How does that happen?
Yes. Live action that.
Yeah, no kidding, man. The origin story is very similar to Captain America's and is the latest in a long line of heroes who were created in an effort to replicate their super soldier serum. Let's see. Obsessed with blah, blah, blah.
Planet of the Symbiotes. Avengers standoff.
Ooh, here we go. It was Corporal Todd Ziller, who was
God damn it. God damn it.
Todd Ziller was exposed to PIM particles, gamma radiation, and the mutant growth hormone, and the serum developed by the lizard. And the result turned Ziller into a hybrid of all these substances, a giant lizard monster with an enormous American flag embedded onto his skin.
Yes. Go America.
Oh my God.
American Kaiju.
Oh, Foo, and check this out. He's actually Godzilla size, but he's able to transform into human form and kaiju form.
Ah, yes,
interchangeably.
adding to the convenience in this fucking
Yeah.
universe.
His battle
Like a
cry,
Godzilla Hulk.
Yeah.
Foo. His battle cry is USA.
It's YEW.
Yeah,
Take that, you
YUU.
damn commies.
It's YUUESSAAYYYYY.
USA.
Todd
God
Ziller.
damn it.
Okay.
Well,
So he had a fight with the new Avengers in the 2016 comic. Foo, check that out.
Yeah.
well, Fu, going back to my original question, which kind of led you into this rabbit hole. What the fuck is the next Godzilla movie that we're going to be doing for Podzilla?
So Foo, the next Godzilla movie is a reboot of the whole franchise. Foo,
Called?
The Return of Godzilla.
Nice. And so
And
it doesn't get as campy in the 80s now, does it?
no, Foo, these are actually more of these are considered some of the better movies, Foo.
Mm-hmm.
More
And
serious ones.
yeah, more serious movies. And Foo, this is the second reboot. There will be a third reboot and also a fourth reboot.
Is that the
Oh,
one we're in
Godzilla.
now?
Say what?
Are we in the fourth one right now?
No, this is officially going to be reboot number 2.
Okay.
And this is going to consider the 1954 original movie as the sequel to it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
You mean like modern day though? What version are we at? Modern
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
So the modern day one, we're on the fourth reboot, and the fourth reboot movie is called Shin Godzilla, which is Josh, a Funimation film.
Oh.
Yeah, that one, Godzilla has like the weird tail monster at the end, and
Godzilla Godzilla evolves from a dinosaur into like several weird ass fucking colors and
forms,
and then they blast them with nuclear radiation, and it actually stops them from evolving.
Mhm.
Oh.
Turns into
So
Freezer? Frieza?
Frieza. No, and this movie Shin Godzilla, it's actually live action.
All right.
Yeah, that one came out in what, 2016, Foo?
2016, and then part of that reboot are the three. So Shin Godzilla is the fourth reboot of the whole franchise, and then the next 3 movies are the 3 ones on Netflix.
Uh-huh.
So
what about this? Like, you know how they rebooted Godzilla, King of Monsters? That's
That
then a
one,
sixth?
that's not the that's a completely different kaiju. That is, I think I would say the 5th reboot. But it has no history with
This is-
Showa era or anything like that.
yeah,
That-
this is technically its own universe.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah,
I get that.
Yeah.
The Legendary Pictures Monsterverse is what they call it.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
And then of course there's the Godzilla one that came out in '98, right? Matthew Broderick.
The one that we do
Yeah.
not speak of.
Yeah, and check it out, Foo. Actually, that movie,
Uh-huh.
the Godzilla 98, that Godzilla reappears in the 3rd reboot series called final movie called Godzilla Final War.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he shows up in that final movie
Oh,
and
shit.
battles Godzilla.
So that's not the real Godzilla?
No, it's not. It's according to Godzilla universe, Foo, it's called Zilla.
Ah. All right.
No God part.
No
He's not a
God.
god, Foo. He's just a Zilla.
We finally get an atheist Godzilla.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
Foo.
Foo. Godzilla for everyone.
He's a secular Godzilla. Sexzilla.
All right. And we might be confusing the fuck out of everyone right now. So let's go back.
They're lost. They're guaranteed.
Let's go back to it, Foo. The next movie is movie 16.
Right.
Called The Return of Godzilla, in which Godzilla battles the giant sea lice, Foo.
Sea lice.
Yeah.
For fuck's sake. There's better animals out there.
Sea lice.
And Foo, when all the sea lice combine into a giant form, they call it Shockyrus.
Nice. Very nice.
And these actually are some of the harder movies to come by. Return of Godzilla, I cannot find anywhere, but it's called the Heisei era. It's got Return of Godzilla. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's only 7 films in this era of this reboot universe. So it's Return of Godzilla, Godzilla versus Biollante, Godzilla versus King Ghidorah, and actually, Foo, in this Godzilla versus King Ghidorah, they have regular Ghidorah and Mecha King Ghidorah in the same movie.
Like fighting together?
Yeah.
Nice.
And then they have Godzilla versus Mothra, and Mothra introduces a nice little flying friend called Batra.
Mm-hmm.
And then Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla number 2 has a regular Mechagodzilla and a super Mechagodzilla.
Tight.
And then this is the first appearance of Space Godzilla, Foo,
in
the next movie. And then, Foo, spoiler alert, the final movie of this reboot franchise is called Godzilla vs. Destroya. Destroya kills Derpy.
Really?
What the fuck?
Yep.
Yeah, why would you throw that out there?
Yeah, spoiler alert, dude.
Yeah, man.
I said spoiler alert.
That's like,
He did, though. He did.
Yeah. But don't worry, Foo, because remember, after that movie, they reboot the franchise again.
Oh, okay. Cool.
And the next reboot will be Godzilla 2000 Millennium.
That one's dope. I really like that one.
That is one of the better...
Dude, that's probably the best guy in a suit Godzilla movies that I've seen. I actually forget about that one when you asked me how I would rank them. But you asked me how I would rank them so far, right?
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So fuck that.
Right.
Cool. So, Foo, we're gonna be getting into the more serious Godzillas, the more wolf-like looking Godzilla now.
Mm-hmm.
And good luck to us finding these movies, Foo. They're pretty
I
hard
was
to
going to
come
say, where are these movies at?
Well, I saw there is like a 6 movie like collection, and it's all of these. It's like $80 that you could find on Blu-ray. But yeah, it's an investment.
Is that on Pirate Bay?
Yeah, I'll get a torrent somewhere.
Good. You better have a badass fucking firmware, Foo.
No, sir.
Oh, you're playing a dangerous game, Foo.
I'm saying
dangerous.
Mm-hmm. It's like whenever you drink dairy, it's gonna be like that.
Whoa.
I'm telling you, man, dangerous game.
Dangerous game you play.
You don't want to be playing that.
No, it's like Russian roulette for you, bro.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's my own form of deer hunter.
Oh God.
Yeah, just me in the toilet. Pool.
Jesus Christ.
Empty.
Yeah.
Huh?
All right,
Hey,
man.
guys,
Well,
It's a good one to end on.
well, yeah, that's a good note to end this one on. Well, we'll be right back with the music highlights. Everybody stick around, but that was our 13th Podzilla, man. Hope y'all enjoyed it too as much as you possibly could. But we'll be right back with the music highlights.
Whee!
The Music Highlights is brought to us by the new adult Broadway musical Sax and Violins. Get your tickets now. Well, Foos, because we were talking about...
Fuck you. Fuck you. Thought I wouldn't catch that, huh? Pun bastard.
Sax and Violins,
Anyway.
man. Hey, so, in the spirit of talking about robots and Mechagodzillas and such, and that kind of stuff, I figured we'd talk about robots for the music highlights today. Number one being that Daft Punk broke up. I don't know if you guys have heard.
Sad.
I heard.
But
Who?
Daft Punk, Foo.
The
No one cares about that.
originators.
What the fuck, dude?
What?
Well, you're right. I don't care about them, but they were a big influence in music, and they stuck around for a while, man. From 1993 to 2021, they were a thing, and most recently they were collaborating with a lot of popular artists. Most recently, I think, was with the Weeknd, right?
Yes, sir.
This
that
is-
was that was their last collaborator with Weeknd.
And prior to that, they did something with like Julian Casablancas and other artists throughout the years, man. But
Pharrell,
yeah.
Kanye West.
Mm-hmm.
They did something with Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
They hadn't released anything on their own though, right? Everything was
No, they hadn't. They
right,
hadn't had any actual release. They've only been just guest producers.
I think Random Access Memory was their album, but it had nothing but like features on it, right? If I'm not
Correct.
mistaken. Or actually, there was a couple of songs that were just them, but it wasn't an entire album that was just them, like we've seen in prior albums. But I wanted to play this song particularly because we had a Mechagodzilla here. One of their more famous, popular songs. I'm not going to play the most famous because that, I'm sure, for the last week we've all been inundated with that shit. But I really enjoy Robot Rock. I don't know about you guys, but I'll play it right now. Kind of goes on like that, but I mean, you can hear it pretty much at that time, which this particular album came out in 2005. You'll hear that pretty much everywhere, and it got mixed in with all kinds of other mashups around that time too. That was around the time I was getting into bartending, and I pretty much heard it every freaking night that I was bartending the club that I was at. But up next, Foos, I also wanted to bring up another robot hit. This one particularly from the Flight of the Conchords. And as we know, with the Flight of the Conchords, they have a little song called Robots.
The distant future, the year 2000. The distant future, the year 2000. The distant future, the distant future.
It is the distant future, the year 2000.
We are robots.
The world is quite different ever since the robotic uprising of the late 90s. There is no more unhappiness.
Affirmative.
We no longer say yes. Instead, we say affirmative.
Yes, affirmative.
Unless we know the other robot really well.
There is no more unethical treatment of the elephants.
Well, there's no more elephants, so... but still, it's good. There's only one kind of dance, the robot.
Oh, and the robo.
Oh, and the rope. Two kinds of dances.
But there are no more humans.
Finally, robotic beings rule the world. The humans are dead. The humans are dead. We used poisonous gases, and we poisoned their asses. The humans are dead.
The humans are dead.
The humans are dead.
They look like they're dead.
It had to be done.
I'll just confirm that they're dead.
So that we could have fun.
Affirmative. I poked one. It was dead.
Their system of oppression.
And if you guys remember, if you guys ever watched the HBO series of Flight of the Conchords, before they start shooting that particular music video, they were given like boxes, and I think Josh, you have it as your background right now, like stupid robot boxes. And wasn't that your Halloween costume?
That was my Halloween costume when this song came out, when this episode came out. So I got to do that. So me and my friend Sam made robot costumes.
You made exactly those costumes for Halloween. And I remember, and tying this one back over to Daft Punk, they were complaining that when they got those costumes in the episode, they're like, we told you we wanted to look like Daft Punk. It's like, this is close enough. So,
it's a classic song.
It's a classic episode as well.
Mm-hmm.
And so, last but not least, I wanted to talk about another robot song, not because the song is about robots, but the name of the band is called I'm a Robot. And this band, I actually checked them out back in 2003 when I checked them out over at the Vans Warped Tour, when that was still a thing.
Oh, Warped Tour.
And that was in one of the side stages there, and they had all kinds of energy, man. Now, this particular song that I'm gonna play, I believe it's from 2010, so it's from one of their later years. But I chose it because it gives you like the 60s, 70s vibe, and I figure we're talking about derpy, and 60s and 70s, everybody was on coke back then. And so this song kind of has that kind of flavor of listening to a song from back then, even though they have all kinds of energy throughout it. But this one's called Greenback Boogie by I'm a Robot.
See the money won't stay for your meal, getting all the piece of pie for your wife. Everybody wanna know how it feels. Everybody wanna see what it's like. Well, baby, wanna be a queen. Well, alright, we all deserve to find the things in this life. So I'm working on a little job in the night. There's $40 an hour, see the light. The boss is saying a little tired, I don't mind. You'll be working in a small box till you die. For me, I gotta be free all my life. I want a little green cheese in my pie. Alright. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, you know that. Greenback Boogie. Motherfucking Boogie. Now I'm putting on a big wig, walking hard, hanging with them big feet.
So yeah, Josh, you like bands like At the Drive-In and Mars Volta, right?
Yes, sir.
So this is kind of like, this is the toned down version of them, but on stage, they're probably just as energized or more when these motherfuckers are playing their music on stage. But yeah, I'm a Robot. If you're not familiar with I'm a Robot, they were only around for a few years, man, for like the early 2000s, but it's all gold. It's one of those bands that couldn't do wrong back then, and I wish they were back together. And if they are, they need to show themselves because they were great. But
Reveal yourselves.
Exactly, Foo, exactly. Well, that's going to do it for today's music highlights. And, before we get into Foo Facts, Foo, and you got Foo Facts for us today, right?
Oh, shit. Yeah, I got them.
Okay, cool. Foo Facts! They're brought to us by the new Photon luggage sets. The best luggage anywhere if you're traveling light.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, yeah.
If you are traveling light, you say, huh?
Right.
Oh, fuck yourself, dude.
Okay. I picked my words carefully, I thought. You got Foo Facts or not?
Can you give me like 5 minutes, dude?
No!
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
I'm just kidding. Okay. Ready for this one, Foos?
I've been ready, man.
Disney developed a signature scent for Norway in Epcot. It's called Lila and smells like airy mountains. The perfume is sprayed throughout the day in the pavilion.
Foo Facts. Foo Facts.
All right. Are you writing
You
them
like that
as you
one,
go
Foo?
here?
You didn't like that one, Foo? God damn it.
Thought it was okay, man. Thought it was okay.
It's all right.
Okay.
Trying to win me
All
over?
right.
here?
Foo.
Yes.
Women started shaving their arms in 1915 and their legs in the 1940s thanks to a sustained marketing assault. Foo.
Foo Facts. Foo Facts.
I'm sure that wrecked the pantyhose industry. Big
Not in
pantyhose saw a
France.
hit.
Not in France.
No, they didn't buy into the marketing, bro.
They think razors are a myth,
Doesn't exist.
Yep.
as well as soap. But
Hey, Foo.
Really attacking the Frenchies here, man.
they're just gonna run away anyway.
Wow.
Sorry.
What the fuck?
And we don't have any French fans.
Not anymore.
We used to. All right,
Man.
Jose.
Yes.
In 2014, Metallica lead guitarist Kirk Hammett lost his phone that had over 250 ideas for riffs on it and didn't have a backup. Because of this, he has no songwriting credits on their new album.
What the fuck?
Foo Facts. Foo Facts.
That's kind of like the same as a DJ losing his fucking flash drive and not being able to tour. Didn't that happen to one like recently?
You
Yeah.
tell me, man.
I don't know, man. I'm not gonna look it up.
That wasn't recently. That
You
was
seem
like
very
3 years
informed
ago.
on me.
Yeah, how many DJs do you follow online?
No shit, man.
None.
I think it was like 3 or 4
Foo
years
has a
ago. Wasn't
secret
it like
EDM
a
fetish?
Cascade or something like that?
DJ No Chill. No Chill.
It was DJ
That's
No
the
Chill.
Foo's favorite.
Okay. What else you got, Foo?
Foo, some cargo ships use parachutes to burn less fuel.
Foo Facts. Foo Facts.
Is that right?
Like how though?
Like I said, Steph,
Okay.
I don't back up any of my facts. I just provide them.
Look, I'm not asking if it's real or not. I just want to know how.
I don't think he knows stuff.
Steph,
I'm
please
starting to
revert.
think that cargo ships dump quite a bit of cargo emissions, because like carbon emissions, because there's like a lot of investment in that.
Mm-hmm.
There's also like a sail cargo ship coming out, and there's an all electric cargo ship coming out,
Oh yeah.
which makes no sense.
There's just product moving all the time, so they have to come up with something new.
Yeah, well, I mean, isn't sail technology like we've had that for hundreds of years?
It works though.
Yeah, it does until it doesn't.
You telling me it doesn't, Foo?
No, I'm not. I didn't say that. Didn't say that.
All right, well, you're about to start a fight. You can't win, dude.
Just like
Pirate
every
the
other
ship.
Back to you.
All right, Foo, in Guanajuato, Mexico, you had to pay a tax. Guanajuato, Mexico.
Say it right.
It's chowder.
Guanajuato. In Guanajuato, Mexico. you had to pay a tax to keep your dead relatives from being exhumed and put on display as mummies.
Foo Facts. Foo Facts.
I didn't know that.
That's where I'm dying.
Yeah.
Wait, so your family can pay taxes so you don't get, or do you want to become a mummy?
Yeah, I just become a mummy.
You're dead. Who cares, right?
Okay.
I've always been interested in, you know how like they shrink those skulls, that one tribe? That'd be dope. They shrunk my skull and put you on like on Dalsum's necklace.
Is that real? That's not real.
Yeah, it's real.
You just have to bake
That's
it,
not-
right?
I
No,
don't
that's
know. I don't-
cremation. I have no idea.
If you bake it, Steph, you can never use that oven for anything ever again.
Well, there's a cremation oven that they use plenty of times, I'm sure. Sorry to shit on your point there, Foo. Back to you.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, fuck you, dude. Hey, check out this baller one, dude.
We'll see about that.
In 1963, 4 Princeton students forced a local train to stop by parking a car on the tracks with the guns loaded, all with blank shells. They got on the train, picked 4 girls as their dates, and rode away with them on horseback.
Foo Facts. Foo Facts.
Just describe the kidnapping.
no, Foo. The guns were not loaded, Foo.
Right. I get that.
But they don't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
They
Did they?
It's plausible deniability, Foos, because you can't threaten someone if you have no threat to threaten them with.
So by gun, you mean penis. Right?
It's efficient. It's efficient. You want to get some dates.
Take your gun and be like, "You're coming on a date with me, bitch." All right.
Hey, Josh, you haven't had a date in a while. This is probably the way you do it.
No, I think I'm gonna get arrested right away.
Not thinking hard enough.
Yeah, with your luck.
Josh, buy a gun. That's all I'm saying.
Buzzard.
All right,
No.
Foos. Foo, here's the final Foo fact, and it's gonna piss Josh off.
Yeah.
Chapter 16 for
You can hear
the
him
final
bracing himself.
Episode 16 of Attack on Titan final season has been leaked, and it is called Battle of Heaven and Earth.
Foo Facts. Foo Facts.
Any spoilers, Foo?
Yeah, they actually skipped 20-something chapters in the manga to get to this episode.
Yeah, I know you love that aspect of this new season. It's funny, man. You've been shitting on WandaVision all year, and your fucking crown jewel of your show that you want to brag about is also shitting the bed. If not, smearing the bed.
It sucks.
Josh, correct me if I'm wrong, but it has been following the manga accurately. These guys are just impatient as fuck because there's no Titans.
Yes, 100%. They are. You Foos are just impatient as fuck. Me and the
All of
Foo
a
here
sudden.
are caught up on
Oh,
the
yeah,
manga.
let me-
How
No.
the turntables.
Let's harken back to the
liked the
Foo
manga. I've liked
after
the
watching episode 3 of WandaVision. I'm impatient.
Hey,
Foo.
hey, hold on. Talking about 2 different things here, Foo. You're comparing apples to oranges, as you like to say.
Oh,
What we're talking about here, we're talking about that right now. I don't like the intro production that Mappa's using, but I will say that how they are portraying it in the show right now is how they portrayed it in the manga.
So the manga sucks
I-
too, then, what you're saying?
It sucks.
No,
Sounds like
no,
it.
you guys are just
Yeah,
impatient
exactly like it.
fucks that
Oh my
want
God.
everything. You're
manga's-
the right now generation, you fucking.
Yeah, the manga's amazing. I don't like the animation Mappa's doing, but that's what you get with the studio that rushes out a final season.
Right.
And Foo,
Yeah.
to your dismays, coming soon, Foos, Attack on Titan, the final season, part 2 to be announced.
All of a sudden, the final season.
So Kiss isn't breaking up?
No.
Not
another
this
tour?
time, Foo.
There's another.
Is
there's
Motley Crue not broken up
Final
yet?
season part 2.
There's another
Yeah,
farewell
final
tour.
season, part 2.
Yeah, well, at least I know that there's more time now. They're going to dedicate more time to actually tell us more of the story because these last episodes have not had any payout whatsoever.
What do you mean,
Because
Foo?
that's how it is in the manga, Foo. Right now, you're just getting the intro. These next couple of episodes is when you're going to start to kind of see stuff go a little off the rails, and you're going to even be like, wait, what the fuck is happening?
Foo, don't forget, they've barely introduced Marley, and you can't rush their introduction and their story building. I mean, they've spent fucking 3 seasons building up Paradise Island.
Yeah.
And we have no idea what happened in the 4 years of Parody Island that they just skipped. All of a sudden now, that's why they showed this last couple episodes.
Yeah, I
Parody
like it.
Island has progressed tremendously. Now they have trains. They have a whole track system that they're using around. They wiped out all the Titans. They have airships now. That's the whole point of these couple episodes. You fucks that like story building from WandaVision, and you don't like the story building on Attack on Titan, go fuck yourself.
I'm just giving the Foo a little criticism.
No. Don't give him some criticism. This season could have gone by a lot faster. Yeah, they could have skipped some parts.
Not at all.
They could have skipped some parts.
All.
I don't really care about any of the people.
Nope. Y'all a bunch of fucking idiots. Don't know anything.
Wow, dude.
So we don't need any background info. Just start the final battle. You're saying?
Just start the final battle.
No.
I don't know, man. I'm not saying they lost me. I'm still watching just as much as you are watching WandaVision, so I can still shit on it. But here we are, man. Like, I don't know. I need answers is what I'm saying. And if you're telling me I'm going to get them soon, then so be it. But fuck, dude. Like, they've been really dragging this along.
But Foo,
they've been doing that for the whole series.
Foo, it's just not as action-packed as the beginning of the series because they're trying to explain this. They're trying to explain the story overall. All the themes you're seeing, Foo, are going to tie back into the beginning of the series. They have to lay the groundwork, Foo. Whereas WandaVision, I mean, goddamn, show us Captain Marvel already, please.
I'm just saying, dude. Like, it takes 4 seasons to set the table. Like, all right, okay, all right.
We're just gonna watch all our favorite characters die and then get a shitty season.
I mean, it's not like they didn't do that in season 2 and 3.
I hate you so much, Steph. I hate you so much.
Shut the fuck up, okay? Shut the fuck up.
All right, Larry, relax. All right, guys. Well, is that going to do it for another successful Foo Bar show? Ollie,
just end it before we start screaming at each other.
I think it's funny because we all accepted Ollie back into the fold, yet we just decided to hate each other now.
See what he did? He's turning us against each other, and he hasn't even said a word.
He's Mephisto.
He's Mephisto.
Oh, I knew it.
I knew it. All right. Well, we'll argue about all this bullshit next week. So, thank y'all very much for listening into the Foo Bar Show. Huh? What?
Said I'll see you guys in the Messenger app where I'll be scathing you.
Oh, okay. Thanks for hitting subscribe. And remember to rate, review, and tell your friends like a fucking champion. You can always reach us and check out our new merch at FooBarShow.com. That's FOOBarshow.com. And search FOO Bar Show on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram. Check us out. Drop us a line and we'll fill it up like a couple of foos. I've been Josie.
With the
and Steph.
And signing off for Ollie Luna. Don't be a dick.